Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hardcast Commander. We are playing Commander Masters, and as always, I am joined by Piper, Trent, and Connor behind the camera, and we have a guest. It is Lachy!
Hello everyone!
Whoa! You can see Lachy hanging around the Brisbane store. You've also seen him on our Twitch channel when we used to stream on there, and Lachy's just here to have some fun play some Commander Masters, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm someone who plays Magic fairly casually. Do lots of drafting, a little bit of Commander. So this is really exciting for me because I get to play Commander at like a real level, you know?
Yeah, well these decks aren't as casual as most of the usual decks are for Commander Precon, so this will be a fun game.
But they're arguably more straightforward.
Yes, they're more straightforward, yeah. More synergistic.
I have to exile things.
It's a lot of steps.
That's too many steps, man. How will I decide what I want to exile and what I just want to keep in my graveyard?
It's here with RSI from flipping up all the loyalty counters.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, and if you want to get your Commander Master stuff, make sure you jump on to vaultgames.com.au, or we have the singles available at tcgsingles.store. Use the discount code VGLive to get 5% off your order, or Leyline to get 10% off your first order. And if you want to see more awesome videos from us here at Hardcast MTG, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get the bell on to get notified every time a new video goes live. Now, it's time to go through the deck, so let's head on over to the overhead. Thank you so much, Connor. I'll go first. There's not much of a rule zero to be had with these decks. The deck lists for these decks are all available online from the Wizards website.
Well, we haven't altered them at all.
We haven't altered
These
them
are
at all.
Just look it up, bro.
Yeah.
Just look it up.
Do your own research, actually.
They're pretty straightforward too. For instance, I am playing Commodore Guff, a one generic blue, red, white legendary planeswalker, and my deck cares about planeswalkers. He has the passive ability of, at the beginning of my end step, put a loyalty counter on another target planeswalker I control. I can +1 him to create a 1/1 red wizard creature token with tap, add red, spend this mana only to cast a planeswalker spell. And I can -3 to draw X cards, and Commodore Guff deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of planeswalkers I control. He does enter with 5 loyalty as well, so if I get into a situation where I have plenty of planeswalkers out, I can just bring them in and start pinging.
Nice.
But yeah,
It's really powerful.
pretty straightforward deck.
Yuck.
Most of these decks are all reprints as well. I think there's only 10 new cards per deck.
Including the commander.
Including the commander. So you've seen one of them. There's 9 left in this deck, and I think 2 of them in mine are planeswalkers.
That would be good, considering that's like your whole shtick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
It's
get these
kind of up there.
planeswalkers out now before they only put 1 in each set.
Yes, after that new announcement.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
that's
didn't
my
see that
deck.
announcement.
Jeskai planeswalkers. Make more planeswalkers. Spin them all up for loyalty. Do cool stuff. That's really it.
Cool.
What do you got, Piper?
I've got Anikthea, Hand of Erebos. She's Abzan in 2, so white, black, green. Menace, other enchantment creatures you control have menace, and whenever Anikthea enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target non-aura enchantment card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of that card, except it is a 3/3 black zombie creature in addition to its other types. So I'm going to be filling my graveyard with enchantments, exiling them, making them into enchantment creatures, which will have menace, and then also be zombies as well. So it's going to be a lot of just putting stuff in my graveyard, exiling up, building up a board, that sort of thing. But Enchantress has always been really, really fun, so I'm really, really keen to get into it. Also, I like Abzan. It's a fun color combo.
Yeah.
And pretty new for enchantments.
Yeah, it's usually Bant that is
Yeah.
like the Enchantress colors.
I think like Tyam, Luminous Enigma was probably the last Abzan Enchantress, and it was only just happened to be that way
Yeah.
because they're CMC3 LS a lot.
She's also a demigod, which I think is really cool.
That harkens to modern Thera stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really, really keen to play her because, you know, I reckon she's relatively straightforward in the sense that you're just going to be filling up your graveyard with enchantments, exiling them. They're going to be on the battlefield now.
Yeah, and those zombies have menace, so they're going to be evasive. They're going to kill planeswalkers, and Dylan's not going to block them as 1/1s.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm absolutely going to be targeting Dylan, no matter what. Does not matter the rest of the board state whatsoever.
Yeah, we've agreed to this.
Dylan is enemy number 1.
Yeah.
Target numero uno.
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing today, Lachy?
So I've got Sliver Gravemother. So slivers, for anyone who doesn't know slivers, all say slivers you control or all slivers gain something. So Sliver Gravemother says the legend rule doesn't apply to slivers you control, which is important because she also gives each Sliver creature card in your graveyard Encore X, where X is its mana value. So basically, I'll pick a creature from my graveyard, exile it as long as it's a Sliver, and send a token copy at each of my opponents, noting that they might buff all Slivers. So now I've got lots of buffs going on. Or I might give them all Trample, or some other crazy ability, plus all of my different Sliver abilities that I've got on the table. So I'm just going to be casting Slivers and making my Slivers more Sliver.
Excellent. That's
Perfect.
wonderful. Splendid.
She also has Encore 5 herself.
She does have Encore 5 herself, which means that if she's in the graveyard, we can still do Encore nonsense.
When I was playing the World of Warcraft trading card game, in the Throne of the Tides expansion, they released Murlocs into the game, right? And Murlocs were like a direct just rip of Slivers. All their abilities were this Murloc and other Murlocs have this ability, and it was like a buff, or they cost less, or they got evasion of some description. And I didn't really learn of Slivers until after I played those. So Slivers are permanently in my mind Murlocs.
Murlocs, yeah.
Like always in my mind, I just see them as Murlocs.
Do you hear them as Murlocs? Do you hear the noise?
Yeah, Roggelburgle.
Yeah.
In fact, Roggelburgle was the hero I played, which was a warrior Murloc. It was really cool.
That's excellent.
So, there was a hunter Murloc, but I forget his name. But yeah, there was Roggelburgle, which I really liked. Anyway, enough of that. Zhulodok, Void Gorger is my commander. 5 and a colorless, or 6 colorless really, because like it's a colorless deck, believe it or not. And he's an Eldrazi 7/4 with colorless spells you cast from your hand, which is very important. With mana value 7 or greater, have Cascade, which means they cascade once and they cascade twice. I flip from my library until I hit a spell with less CMC than that, and I get to cast it for free. That's why he says from your hand, so they don't cascade again, and cascade again, and so on and so forth. This deck is going to play a lot of rocks, a lot of artifacts that make a lot of mana. It's going to very quickly turn 3 or 4 Zhulodok should come out, maybe turn 5 at worst.
That colorless mana fixing.
Exactly.
Or mana ramp.
Mana ramp, but also like it's permanent fixing as well, because
Yeah.
like Thran Dynamo is adding 3 of any color to your mana pool basically, because all your deck is colorless. And then hopefully I cast Big Eldrazi. The deck is an Eldrazi kind of tribal deck, is what it like says. There's a lot of other random stuff though. I can't wait to hit the 2x creature and then cast it for x is 0 because of Cascade. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, no, there's some cool stuff. So it's an interesting deck. Basically, if I'm gonna win the game this game, it'll be because I managed to cast a bunch of Eldrazi and they cascaded into more Eldrazi. All right, that's it. Zhulodok, Void Gorger.
Cool. So these are the Commander Masters decks. We're going to shuffle up and play now. We'll see you on the other side.
That's the wrong show, by the way, Dylan. That's the professor's show, actually. We're Hardcast here.
Yeah.
All right. We are all keeping 7. Let's roll up to see who's going first. Ooh, 5. That's terrible.
Ooh, 8. Number 8?
I can't do a bunch of
7.
gumball for you, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Ooh,
10, baby!
All right, take it away.
Let's go, baby.
All right, let's draw up, and we'll fire away by having...
Oh, hold up. Good luck, have fun, everyone.
Good
luck,
luck,
have
have
fun.
fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Fist bumps? Fist bumps?
Fist bumps?
Yeah, there they go. There they go, round the table. Right. I'm going to open with 8 grasslands and pass the turn.
Grasslands is about to be tapped.
It does. Hello?
I will draw to begin. I'm acting. I will play an Arch of Erazkar, and soon I will ascend.
Draw. I will play a Temple of Epiphany, enters tapped, and I get to scry 1.
Ooh.
It is not a land, so it's going to the bottom.
That is the first non-land game action we've seen, as scrying as a trigger. So this is dangerous for us. This is the classic why we should take care of Dylan.
Once again,
Dylan.
Dylan's
Yeah.
ahead.
Once again.
One.
It's insane how he gets
I'm
away.
going to play down a
I drew an extra
forest.
card.
I'm going to tap my forest.
Okay,
And I'm
never
going to
mind.
play down a Font of Fertility.
Wow.
So it's pay 1 and a green, sack it to search my library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle.
Wow, that is very useful.
Pretty nice turn 1.
Yeah, so I'm going to pass after that.
I'll untap and draw.
Oh, you
I'm
can
going
make
to
that a
go
zombie that you
and
can then
Sack again.
throw down a floodplain, which
And
enters
attack.
tapped. Then I'm going to tap and sack my grasslands and go searching for a... Let me just check that I'm doing this correctly. A plains. And I'll pass turn.
Does this specifically look for a basic, or is it just any
A
card?
card.
Just a card. Cool.
I'm going to play a Wastes, and I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to join in on the getting mana stuff. So I'm going to play a Ornithopter of Paradise. This is a 0/2 flyer, taps for a mana of any color. So now I'm finally mana fixed.
Oh, wow.
And I'll pass the turn.
necessary. In that,
Very important stuff. It can actually, fun fact, it cannot generate colorless. Because colorless is not a
Yeah.
colored mana. So it's actually the opposite
it
of
actually
fixing
puts you
color.
behind. Yeah.
It,
Well, that was actually an extreme misplay, Trent. Yeah.
damn it, misplay counter 1.
Unfortunately, I can't do anything, so I will pass my turn.
Dylan's waiting for that 4
Oh,
mana power spike.
No. I'm gonna put down a planes.
We can.
It's kind of rude of you, actually.
Yeah, okay, might be. Sorry. And then I'm going to use my font of fertility.
Is that,
Does the deck have the
Locust
Tango
Fun?
land?
Stone? Locust Stone?
Yeah, it's Lucky Stone.
Yeah, great. Well, that will untap the
What
floodplain.
did you ask, sorry?
I'm
Does
going
that
to.
have the Tango lands that have the basic land types, or just the check lands that don't?
I don't know, actually. I think it might not.
I'm going to
Otherwise, I think
immediately
Lockie would have gone for one.
tap the flood lane and search for an island off that floodplain. And then after I do that, I'm going to play
You
out
still need to
something-
draw for turn, right?
Sure do.
That's pretty useful.
That's a good first step. Sack the floodplain. Then once the basic island comes out of that, I'm going to have a sunken hollow, which will come in untapped on account of the 2 or more basic lands.
That's kind of
So,
crazy.
I know, right? It turns
So it
out sequencing
Does have the check lands.
is good.
Oh, it literally does. It's right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
good
It's
stuff.
literally right in front of us. Yeah.
So,
I'll
Plains
find that
could have been-
island in a second if that's all right with
Yeah.
everyone, because I am just going to use these 2 to cast a winged sliver. So now all my sliver creatures have flying.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
wonderful.
very exciting.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pass.
That'd
Yeah.
be absolutely horrifying, actually.
Untap and I will draw. That's quite exciting, but not good enough. All right, I'm going to play. We didn't get a land, which is not where you want to be. But we could do something weaker. So we're gonna go with 3 for a
I'm okay with you doing something weaker.
Burnished Heart, which will hopefully get me there. And then I'll pass the turn to Dylan.
Draw for turn.
Let's go!
Yes!
Thank goodness for that, am I right?
I'm in my colors.
Same.
Catch up, buddy. I was already in my colors.
Yeah. I was there a whole turn ago, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
It's why
It's
the-
nice to only have a few colours.
Yeah, must be nice. I don't get any of those.
Must be nice to have colours.
At all, yeah. Look, I can tap for red. Can you say the same?
Oh, I wish. Oh, I
Severely Sublime Artificer.
Oh gosh.
It is with 5. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 colorless servo creature token. I can -2 to have target artifact I control become a copy of another target artifact or creature I control until end of turn, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types.
We love text.
And then I will pass my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
I'll say that's a Sahili that Dylan has played more than a little, isn't that right?
She is definitely in my other Sahili deck.
But that's not the one that can be a commander. But
Right.
yeah, that one has seen a lot of play in Dylan's deck, yes. It's very powerful.
I'm going
In fact, it's one of the most played Oathbreakers in the entire format.
That makes sense.
I'm going to pay 2. Starfield Mystic. Enchantment spells I cast cost 1 less to cast, and whenever an enchantment I control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on this guy.
Oh my gosh.
And then I'm going to pay 2 because it costs 1 less. But Cunning Rhetoric. Whenever an opponent attacks me or a planeswalker I control, exile the top card of that player's library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and spend mana as if it was any mana of any type to cast it.
That's amazing.
That is awesome.
It is
Oh my
so
gosh.
cool.
So I just basically don't
Got-
want to attack you ever.
Yeah.
No.
Lest you flip an
Gonti.
Eldrazi Titan.
Yes. And then you know what? I'm so lucky that my mana can be spent as if it were any color, especially when you attack me.
Yes, that's
Um,
very important.
Then I'll pass.
All right,
But it can't be spent for colorless, so if I flip Kozilek, you're screwed.
It does say mana of any type can be spent to cast.
Any type. Oh,
Yeah.
alright, touche.
Here is
Touche.
a prairie stream. I'm telling you what, guys, I would really love some red right about now. It'd feel real good. But what I am going to do is tap Sunken Hollow for black, and then I'll tap my plains to get out a Clot Sliver. So all my slivers have, for 2 colorless, I can regenerate this permanent.
Very cool.
Written on anything. But I think I might as well swing at someone since I have some air dominance.
Sahili is a target you can attack.
And I think I'm going to
So is Trent.
So is everyone.
Sahili with that one.
Alright.
And pass it.
I will untap. I will draw land, right? No. Alright. I'm going to attack Sahili as well with Burnished Heart. And then I will...
Don't want to attack me?
No, actually, no, I don't. I know it's crazy. I know. How does he get away with it?
I'll remember that.
I don't understand why one of these cards is in my hand. How does it make its way into the deck? I will pass to Dylan's turn.
Untap. Draw.
Is that a land?
It is not.
Oh, do you have one of those? Are you right in the boat with me?
I'm right in the boat with you, but.
Oh, no, that's not good. If Commodore Guff jumped down this turn, it would have been very powerful. Would have been 2
All right.
blockers.
I'm just gonna pass my turn.
Untap.
The absolute guff on this man.
Upkeep.
I like what you did there.
Draw.
That's a reference to Zhulodok, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty.
Exactly.
I'm gonna pay 4 for Archon of Sun's Grace.
Oh my gosh, this is getting dangerous.
Flying lifelink. Pegasus creatures I control have lifelink, and it's got constellation. So whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, I create a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying.
I think this is bad.
I will respond to that by sacrificing Burnished Heart to play 2 wastes of my deck.
Excellent. You know what? I love that for you, actually.
And I appreciate that.
I'll
from
pass
you.
the turn.
Whoa, what about Saheeli? What about your? What about Starfield Mystic? Just, I don't want to like just. I'm just saying. You know, you don't have to do anything. You don't want to.
There is board states other than yours around the table.
And also,
None that are relevant compared to mine, actually.
It's true.
And Lachlan can attack with both 1/1s into it, so it's not like you have to do it. The only person who cannot attack into it is me next turn, so I'm worried.
No, I'm cool. I don't want to. You know, like Dylan's potentially a homie. I don't know.
That's a good point. You know what?
Yeah.
We did fist bump.
We all fist
That
bumped.
kind of yeah.
All of us fist
I
bumped.
know, but.
Let's never interact with Dylan ever again.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
All right, I will untap and I will draw.
I can't believe Piper forced your hand.
I am going to. Really, it was
Yeah.
kind of pathetic, honestly.
That's a strong word.
I'm gonna swing both of these at Saheeli there.
P and Piper stands for pathetic.
There's 2
Guff
P's
rewrites
though.
history. For each, sorry, you want to bring this one? It's a new one. For each player, choose target non-enchantment, non-land permanent that player controls.
Thank God.
Those permanents owners shuffle them into their libraries. Each player who controlled one of those permanents exiles a card from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card, then puts the rest at the bottom of their library in a random order. Each player may cast the non-land card they exiled without paying its mana cost. Guff rewrites history.
So you're gonna let me trade these cheap bad slivers for expensive good ones?
Bro, if he gets a Titan off this,
What can you do? Otherwise, his
fine with it.
planeswalker will just die.
Besides,
we're
I'm going to
friends.
choose.
Oh, it's not
It's
enchantment. It's not
non-enchantment.
enchantment.
Non-enchantment.
It has to be him.
Archon. I will choose your flyer. I will choose on the flop, then I'll choose the healing.
All right, so we shuffle these back in, correct?
Yep. And then we exile until we hit a non-land.
And do we get to shuffle the rest in, or they just get exiled forever?
They get shuffled. They get put on the bottom of random order.
Dude.
Exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card.
and then
And then each player may cast this non-land card they exile without paying the mana cost. So what's the order?
So it
Will
would
it
happen
start
in
with me?
Priority order.
Uh,
So it'd start with player on turn, right?
maybe. Do you mind if I read?
Yeah.
Not to insinuate that I know the rules
do
of
I
Magic
choose the
at
order?
all.
would you like to cut my deck?
Would you like to cut my deck?
I think they happen simultaneously. Because they're not, yeah, right? They all happen simultaneously and then they cast in priority order. They all flip.
Okay.
We all flip simultaneously and then we cast in priority order, is what I think happens.
Alright.
So we'd start with Lachlan.
And then it is the bottom of the
Okay.
But I'm going to hand you this. I'm going to cut.
So I've just flipped over the top card of my deck, and it is Two-Headed Sliver, which gives all Sliver creatures I control, all Sliver creatures menace.
I flipped Ancient Stone Idol, which is simply a 12/12 trample.
I flipped Sandworm Convergence.
Well, okay.
Look, I'm not thrilled at you getting that 20 mana creature out.
No, 10 mana.
Or 10 mana?
10 mana creature. It's still very quite good. It could have been a good cast trigger. But now I can at least we can start slapping at Piper a little bit, because they're going to start.
Alright, I'm gonna exile the top card of your library and start casting
Alright,
on there.
okay, that's legal.
Alright.
No need to yell at me.
Order. Cast,
Yep.
and then active, not active. So you put yours on the stack, and then mine goes on the stack, and then yours goes on the stack, then yours resolves, then mine resolves. Exile target permanent. Until the next end step, I'll exile Rebel of Epiphany.
Nice. And then
And then
the
Sandworm Convergence comes in, and then the Sliver comes in.
Ooh.
very good.
And then you hit nothing because the healer doesn't.
Yeah, the target fails to exist. And then I'm going to pass the turn.
And then this comes back, enters tapped, I scry 1.
Urza's mine is going to come down. Urza's mine?
No,
mine?
he's
mine?
not.
I know, right? Alright, we're going to cast some spells.
Put that back on top.
4 for a Thran Dynamo. 4 for a Hedron Archive. 2 for a Thought Vessel.
Oh boy.
That is an Eldrazi play.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they play out.
Then we are going to... It is such a spooky concept, attacking into currenting rhetoric. It is a very spooky concept.
It is very spooky, isn't it?
They still need to pay the mana for it.
Exactly.
That is true.
But I lose the card, and I need this for Zhulodok. You know what I mean? Currently... okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I think I will... I'm not going to attack you because you gave me the cool creature. I'm not going to attack you because... I think I say, effort, we take the gamble. I'm going to attack you, Piper, with a 12-12 trample. And then I will exile the top card of my library.
What's the difference between taking?
It's Desecrate Reality. Yes, awesome. This is the exact card I wanted.
Each opponent X up to 1 target mana player controls with an even mana value.
This is a card I really desperately wanted. At least 3 colorless mana was spent it, which you get that because it counts as an equal type. Actually,
Colorless is not a mana type.
it is a type, but I also don't know. I think
Colorless is not a
Adamant.
color.
I think Adamant may not care about that. I'll have to double check. Adamant's interesting. I think Adamant cares about the actual value of the original mana you're spending on it. Adamant's very weird. So you bring out Adamant, but regardless, you look at that. But this is a card that's exiled under Cunning Rhetoric. You may cast that.
Yeah.
All right, but you are currently looking at 12 down the barrel.
What's the difference between 10 and 12, though?
Not enough.
Really? Oh, sorry. He does have a... No, it's
No,
from the graveyard. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just take 12.
That seems valid. All
Drop
right.
it down to 28.
Effort, we ball.
If I just do attacking Piper, they won't be able to cast the good cards.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, that has to be the plan.
Yeah, they can't
I
cast
don't
it if
want
they're
to
not in the
sit
game
here
anymore.
for 3 hours, bro, man. Like, come on.
I know, but now you got the Desecrate Reality. If you had flipped like nothing very great, it would have been like whatever, but now you've hit a card that
I could
scares the
just-
bejeebus out of me.
I could just not cast it, though.
We could have that conversation, yeah. We're going to flip more of my cards if we're attacking. It's going to be not good for me. All right, Dylan, that's your turn, by the way, my good friend.
Adamant effects check what mana was actually spent to cast it. If an effect allows you to spend mana as though it were mana of any color or type, this allows you to spend mana you couldn't otherwise spend, but it doesn't change what mana you spent to cast it.
Exactly.
Okay, so I can't get the adamant trigger.
Exactly.
Unless you have like a Thran Dynamo or Soul Ring or stuff.
I had a really interesting interaction, with that exact thing. That's what made me think my brain. I was like, Adamant's really weird. It cares about the actual mana, not how you spend it. Which
That's
is,
so wild.
yeah, really cool, right? It's just tiny little...
Areskos Explorer. When it enters the battlefield, search my library for up to X planes cards, where X is the number of players who control more lands than me.
It's all of them.
It's all of you.
That's a great top. That's amazing.
Let's go, dude.
Oh my gosh. Top
let's
deck of the
see.
frickin' century. Can we get an Awu?
It's almost like I
No.
left it there.
That's fair enough. You know what? Thank you, Connor.
Let's see, do I have any of the check lands?
Tell you what, I'm feeling really unusual over here as someone who almost exclusively plays Gruul to have just white, blue, and black mana.
And a red creature.
And a red creature, yeah.
Things are weird.
It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
Truly the blurst of times.
I still cannot believe Desecrate Reality off the top. There was a one in... There was like there were 9 cards in the deck that were unique to this deck. And
You mean
flipped
unique
one of
to
them.
my deck?
Yeah, that is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I mean that in the
Alright.
most adamant way possible.
Turns out there's only one check land in this deck.
Means that in the most rough way possible.
Rest in peace, Guff. Am I right, everyone?
Truly.
Yeah, truly.
R.I.P. Guff.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the store?
Yes, that was the joke that we're making. Yeah.
Oh.
But also, Guff
still
did
exist.
die. Yeah, of course. But I'm not talking about the chain.
We're talking
link.
about the physical
We're
location.
talking about the location.
Oh,
We're talking about
the Brisbane location.
the
Yeah.
Brunswick location. Yes.
Yeah, that was my horn too.
Yeah.
Trent,
But
Trent and I met at Guff.
we did actually.
And then, oh my god, I will play a Prairie Stream from my hand. I have 2 basic lands.
That's pretty amazing. actually.
Crazy, right?
That's bonkers, actually.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to discard a card. It's actually, it is quite funny just how many planes-based cards I have in my hand.
Point of love at the
Point
planes.
and
man.
laugh. That is funny.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Okay.
This man has 2 mana and a cat scout, and he's thinking.
Oh yeah. Gotta be deep in thought about that cat.
Wait for him to flicker the cat and search for another 1 land.
He'll do it. He's crazy.
He could flicker one of the lands and have disallowed mana, so it is spooky. I actually really like the flicker the Temple of Epiphany and just keeps scrying every turn. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's only when it ETBs.
It's only when it's ETVs.
I think it was at the end step.
It's activate
Maybe.
loyalties twice.
Yeah, I'm so used to Planeswalkers that flicker things that my brain's just like, yeah, do that twice.
I think I'm going to put Jaya's Phoenix into the graveyard because when I cast a Planeswalker spell, it can go back to my hand. And then I will pass my turn.
Wait, a phoenix that can come back from the graveyard?
Crazy!
They really unlocked it today.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
That's one of the new cards in the deck too.
Yep. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or Planeswalker, copy the next loyalty ability you activate this turn. When you activate it, you may choose new target. Copy.
I love when your partner collects phoenixes and then they print a new phoenix in a commander deck.
Yeah, 124.99.
Yeah.
That's Australian dollar.
Yeah,
mana
that's
deck.
exactly right. That's what we all wanted to see.
Really good, actually.
Well,
I'm going to pay 4 mana.
When the Vault games TCG singles do their cracker blocks, maybe they pull an extended art one. And
Ooh, that's possible. And what was the website where I could get that if that does happen?
That is over at tcgsingles.store,
tcgsingles.store?
also known as singles.vaultgames.com.au.
Ah, it's the same website, just different URLs.
Exactly.
I'm casting my commander. And I'm going to turn this into a Zambo.
What is this?
Yeah.
Because it's the Font of Fertility. It's the one enchantment in my yard.
Can I have your deck box?
So it is a 3/3 zombie in addition to its other types.
It is a 3/3 zombie in addition to its other types with menace, which is very neat.
The
It'd
cranberries
be cool
would
if there was
proud.
like a token, right? But it was like, it had like the type line at the top. And you could kind of like put your card on top of it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
You're really, really creative, wizards.
Well, that's not here, but that is.
Oh,
You'll
thank you.
need that in a second.
I will.
At some point, you also may need a token Avacyn.
Yes, apparently. So-
Okay,
Yeah, that's from the Saga.
very nice.
You may want it twice, honestly, because the Saga can also come back as a creature. which
Yeah.
Except for tokens legendary.
Yeah, well, it might get removed first.
I'm going to then, I'm pretty sure, end my turn because I feel like having blockers up is good against the 12/12 that I assume might be swinging at me next turn.
Yeah, you assumed correctly.
Very nice.
Maybe
Pass
we won't.
turn.
Maybe we won't. We can like not cast the Desecrate Reality ever, and then Trent doesn't do that.
I can
Also, you
absolutely.
skipped a land draw, which makes me think that I'm not going to keep attacking you.
Yeah, I missed 2 actually.
Oh, that's not good.
My deck has no pathetic cards, Kyber, but it does have
A mountain?
A green source.
Scattered Groves.
Almost there, dude.
Let's go.
Almost. And look, then with my remaining mana, I'll do something very impressive. I'm just going to
I'm impressed.
swing 2 at Trent.
I will take 2 damage.
I'm going to pass turn.
Went down to 38.
I will untap, and I will draw.
I think Trent's done the most damage this game, but I'm in there with a righteous second place.
That is
That's
true. That is true.
Technically correct, yeah.
Yeah.
For
Lachlan
4.
coming in with the steel chair.
Coming in hot with the 4 damage on the first 5 turns of the game. Let's go.
For 4, we will cast a new card. It's called Ugin's Mastery. This card says, whenever I cast a colorless creature spell, I manifest the top card of my library. Whenever I attack with creatures with total power 6 or greater, I may turn a face-down creature I control face up. Which is very cool, right? So, I think if that's not a creature, do I get to cast the spell? When it flips face up?
It's manifest, no.
Yeah. I can't flip face up a creature that's
You can only flip face up creatures.
correct, with like morph.
Yeah.
But if I flip one that isn't a creature, can I target it with this?
That's
what I'm saying. What happens if I flip-
face down a
It says you
creature
may turn
control?
a face down creature or face up. So if I turn it face up,
If
does
it's
it cast
if it's
it?
a instant or sorcery, it'll immediately go to your graveyard because
I don't
it's
get
not
to
on the
cast
stack.
it?
Nope, 'cause it's not on the stack. And I think if it's a land, it'll go just into your land. It'll just go out of combat straight to your land. Same with an enchantment.
It's on the battlefield,
just on the
right?
battlefield.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
cards that can't be on the battlefield legally.
I feel like this
As
would
a
be
state-based
easily
action,
handled by an
stuff like
Ixodron ruling.
Yeah, it's true. It is interesting. Yeah, because you can't flip them face up yourself. You can't cast them
Yeah.
face down. But
Yes.
if they flip face up, it's interesting. It might cast them. It's interesting. All right. So I will then cast anyway, regardless. I'm going to cast 6-drop card. I will cast. Well, I don't have to cast 6-drop card, but I will. I'm going to cast Endbringer. That's really cool. Says I untap it during each other player's untap step. I can tap it to deal damage to any target. Uh-oh. I can also tap a colorless and tap it. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. I can play 2 colorless and tap it to draw a card. Very cool. When it does that, I will manifest top card of my library. Like so.
Very nice.
Then I will move to combat. Lachlan,
Yeah,
you attacked me for 2 damage last time.
I did.
I'm going to attack you for 12 damage this time.
That's fair,
Yeah,
you know?
That's equity.
You give a little bit, you get a lot.
When I declare an attack, I'll turn this face up.
Is it something that I need to get a ruling for, or is it a creature?
Did you not look that up just then?
I'm in the middle of looking at
Well, you can look it up. It doesn't matter. It's going to flip War and Power Stone, but that's okay.
That's what I need to check.
I'm taking 12.
Yes.
You didn't want to, I don't know, somehow ping a damage to one of these first so I could regenerate them to have a 1/1 blocker?
That'd be amazing. That's not quite what that does because they are tapped still. They're untapped and they regenerate.
Also, doesn't regenerate remove from combat?
Yes, but they can't block
Yeah.
because they're tapped. Like you tap it.
Regenerated
and remove
creatures
from
come in tapped?
combat. No. When the next time would be destroyed.
Permanent would be destroyed.
Tap it.
Tap it. You are right. There you go.
So what happens when I flip Worn Power Stone, Dylan? What happens?
See, I don't know Magic the Gathering rules.
That's okay.
But the advantage of Commander is you get to play in a pod with people who are your friends, with people who know Magic better than you do. So when you say some stupid stuff, then go, actually, buddy, the way it works is like this.
No, I will actively sabotage you.
And most importantly, right, even the people who have played the game for a long time still don't know how everything
Yeah,
works. So, you know,
that's
we don't blame you.
fine.
As a face-down permanent is turned face-up, its copyable values revert to its normal copyable values. Any effect that would have applied to the face-down permanent still applied to the face-up. Face-down permanent or face-down component of a merged permanent moves away from the battlefield to another zone. No.
One of the things that I really enjoy about Magic is what seems like a simple rule always ends up with so many of these like insane outcomes.
What's that? Ugin's Mastery?
Ugin's Mastery. You think that has
You know what?
rulings yet?
I will look at the Commander
When the
Master's release
game's
notes.
Yeah, you do
when
that.
the game's been out for 30 years, you just get like the most deranged possible interactions
Oh,
you
yeah.
can
It's all
possibly
Band-Aids.
imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a card that lets you cast it while you're searching your library, right?
Panglacial Worm.
This game is busted.
Oh yeah, I think my favorite card ever printed is Scheherazade, which is the one that lets you play the Magic subgame. But my second favorite one is I think it's Golgothian Silex, the one that exiles everything from antiquities.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all my homies hate antiquities.
But the thing about that is that like there was a few of them, which in a limited environment, those cards are insane.
And also, like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't say non-land.
goes-
So I'm pretty
no,
sure
it
it gets
doesn't.
rid of your lands. If you just happen to have basics that are all from antiquities,
Yes.
like, it's over for you, buddy. Sorry.
Oh, here we go. Ugin's Mastery.
All right, what does it say? It'll be like, don't forget it's a 2/2.
Here we go, throw up a Golgothian Silex for the chat. What a great card, because you know what you've got to remove cards from? Antiquities. They're the real threat on a table.
Yeah, take care of that. You got to call it the Ice Age, bro.
It's exactly.
If something tries to turn a face-down instant or sorcery card on the battlefield face-up, reveal that card, show it plays an instant or sorcery card. It remains on the battlefield face-down.
Okay.
Otherwise, it just turns face-up and becomes a permanent with the same state.
Okay.
So if it was tapped, it remains tapped.
So I get to keep
anything-
Worn Power Stone.
Yes.
And then anything else would go back face down.
If it was an instant or
Instant
sorcery,
sorcery,
it would
yeah.
just remain a 2/2
Alright.
face-down.
All right, so I reveal it and then it goes back face down.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I'll put this here then, because it doesn't re-enter, so I guess it comes in untapped, which is pretty good. And then Lachy took 12.
Lucky took 12. Down to 28.
And then I will then for 3 cast a Matter Reshaper. This says when it dies, I reveal the top card of my library. I may put it into the battlefield if it is a permanent card with mana value 3 or less. Otherwise, put it in my hand. Dylan, take it away.
Tap, draw. Alright. I will play a Plains. My god.
Gosh.
You know what's better than the
Gorge.
Scheherazade? The second Scheherazade to play a subject.
Exactly. There was like a 14-card combo that someone in our community made up that was like infinite Scheherazade subgames.
Yeah.
I'm like,
love that.
That's wonderful.
That was nice of them.
Can you concede from a game while playing a subgame?
A player can concede
from
at
the
any time.
Yeah, you can. You have to concede from the sub game and then concede from the regular game.
Because you're not playing
The
the
regular
game while
game.
you're playing a sub game.
No.
Yeah, like Dylan said, you would concede from the sub game, and then if you wanted, you could then immediately
concede.
concede from the next game. Because you can do that at any time. It's a special action.
Yeah.
Like flipping a card face up with Morph. It's like you can do that whenever you look at the top card of your library, do it whenever you want.
But if you're 8 sub games deep, you have to say, I concede, I concede, I concede, I concede, I concede, I concede, I concede.
See,
you mean like I
because
concede to the power like 4.
Yeah.
it's like when someone makes infinite
Alright.
Charizard sub games, you're stuck there.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You just have to keep
You
We're
may
getting
not
a
leave the
little
table.
bit,
Yeah.
a little bit board statey here, well, mainly these two. So I'm going to play Promise of Loyalty. Each player puts a vow counter on a creature they control and sacrifices the rest. Each of those creatures can't attack me or planeswalkers I control for as long as it has a vow counter on it. I'm going to choose a Restless Explorer for a vow counter.
I have 2 death triggers, so I'm going to pick Endbringer.
What are you doing, bro? What do you mean? Okay. Oh, this one will be this one's. I wanted to use him. I need him in case I don't draw a land.
This is not a great death trigger. Just makes Joseph 6/12. Alright.
I guess I'll.
Here you are, my friend.
See, this is very bad.
Which one would you like to keep?
I'm going to keep the Clot Sliver.
It's a good ability.
Menace is nice, but having Regenerate, I think, is potentially actually useful.
I'm not sure if you have Belligerent Sliver in there, but there are 2 Menace Slivers. That's, there are not that many. Oh, there are more Regenerate Slivers, but they're more expensive.
Yes.
I think
There's actually
I
quite a lot of
will.
Regenerate Slivers.
Don't forget, you also got this.
Yeah, that'll get counters.
That will get counters, but if I lose this, without like using it, and I don't get a mana next turn, things are looking real bad. And then if I also lose this, and then I don't have enough mana, things are getting real bad.
But you don't care about the worm, because you need more of those.
The worm, yeah. You know what?
I already hate the worm.
Yeah. Friendship ended.
This
Okay.
is a really tough one.
This is quite tough.
I feel like if you keep the Font of Fertility, you're going to have to lose it anyway if you don't draw land, so it's bad anyway.
Yeah.
I think maybe it is the Starfield Mystic, right? Because you can recast your commander, which is
Yeah.
good, because she'll get a trigger again, and she'll only be 5 mana. So if you play a land for turn, you better recast her. No, Trent. She'll be 6 mana.
She'll be 6 mana.
Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
Thought she was 4 to begin with. She'll be 6 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nice that we won't have to worry about the Desecrate Reality.
I guess that's true. Yes, that's true.
It's okay. We all knew I was never casting Desecrate Reality. I've been stuck on 4 lands for far too long.
She is now, doesn't it?
I think.
Yeah, 4 whole turns.
I think the Starfield Mystic is the best because
I'm not sure. It seems correct to me.
Yeah, because it'll also get a couple of counters, I guess.
He'll get 2 counters because
Yeah.
2 enchantments.
Yeah. So.
It's a 4/4. It's a good blocker. I like it.
Yeah.
The Font of Dying is bad, but you need to draw lands anyway. If you don't draw lands, you're in a bad position anyway.
You only get 1 counter. Oh no, you can put into the graveyard and then put it into the
Correct.
Yeah. Death trigger rules.
I think we will go to Starfield Mystic, and then we'll get rid of these ones.
Alright, and then I'll reveal the top card of my library.
See, and I didn't kill your Saheeli, bro.
It's a Maze Mind Tome, which does go onto the battlefield.
Hey Connor, do we have any like little other dice on my desk? Maybe where the Blood Bowl stuff is?
Oh.
Just because we have 2/2, that's gone.
I must apologize. My apologies, guys. It's every time I cast Screech spell, I must manifest. So that card is actually manifested. When I cast the Mana Reshaper, I didn't manifest.
Okay.
So I have to flip the next card. So I don't get a cool Maze Mind Tome, at least not yet. Instead, I will flip and show off Cauldron Complete, which goes to my hand instead, which is much worse.
There we go.
Which
This
is
is the vow.
much worse.
This has a vow. This right here. Oh,
Oh, okay.
What's
right
the
here.
most Val-like?
I used the skull.
Bink.
I think I'm going to use the Skulls.
But what about the bink?
Oh, the Metal
The
Gear Solid one.
exclamation mark.
Yeah. No,
Metal
it's.
Gear Solid, you've been caught. Yeah, skull makes sense.
Oh no, I'm
That's
gonna
good.
make it like the arrow, like it's like in a YouTube thumbnail.
Oh yes, that's me too. Like
Yeah.
Endbringer.
Whoa, Starfield
Whoa, it's like
Mystic.
pointing to Goku.
There's an Among Us there.
Oh, that was Dylan's turn. Is
Yeah,
there anything else to do?
yeah, that was my turn. I'm
You
done.
just shit up
Sorry,
then leave.
What's
Yeah.
the sentence that's like, you know, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog?
Yes.
There's another one with all the letters of the English alphabet, but I think it's Sphinx of Quartz, hear my vow.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I think that is
That's
it.
so much better.
That is cooler, yeah.
Okay, no, we're
It's just harder to say.
we're doing
like,
things
phonetically.
now.
Okay, Piper's going to play
Okay.
Cultivate.
I'm gonna play Nessian Wanderer.
What does it say?
So it's Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top 3 cards of your library, reveal a land card from among them, put it into your hand, and the rest from the bottom of your library in any order.
That's pretty good.
Very cool, right? And then I'm going to pay 2 for Scythus. Harvest.
Did this only cost 1 mana, right? Because of this guy?
It's not an enchantment.
Oh no, it just has
Yeah.
Constellation.
Yeah.
Whatever. Stupid Theros Beyond Death.
Stupid.
I remember when it was enchantment said Constellation.
And this doesn't get reduced because she's just 2 colors.
Well, you know, at the end of that's not bad for you though. So
And I'm going to look at the top 3.
You're in a good position now. Yeah, you are right.
And I'm going to reveal.
Swam.
See, I kind of wanted these other cards actually.
To be fair, you can say that about most of the cards in your deck.
Yeah, but it's okay because we just happen to not have lands for the moment, and that's fine. It's really okay. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Guys, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm gonna,
It is
I'm gonna
fine.
play down my swamp.
Fine.
Is it fine?
No,
It's fine.
it's really
Listen.
not.
You gotta be right there.
Then I'm gonna pass.
All right, let's untap and draw. And this red mana is going to be game changing. It's black mana.
No.
Swamp. And you know what? I think this is actually not the worst move to make. It's not good.
Gets Gem Hides level.
I'm actually going to go ahead and cast Windfall.
Oh!
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in my hand.
Alright,
Alrighty.
alright. You ready for this?
Okay, is this not good for you, Dylan?
Deploy the Gatewatch.
Oh gosh.
Elspeth Sun's Champion.
Oh.
Ajani Steadfast, Deep Glow Skate, and Silent Arbiter.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks
You're
everyone.
welcome.
I have to discard.
And the planes to be able to play one of these 2 next turn.
Yeah, this would be very powerful. I have to discard It That Betrays, Duplicant, and Cauldron Complete. So that was pretty powerful too.
Hey, check that red mana symbol in every
Oh my
cost
God.
in my hand. But it's fine because you know what? A little bit later, I'm just going to
5, 6.
encore all of those slivers, I think.
So everyone's...
I'm gonna discard Culling Ritual, Ondu Spirit Dancer, Omen of the Sun, and Path to Exile.
Cool,
Oh, no.
and everyone's drawing 6 because I have 6
6.
cards.
Oh. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's like you play your land like after you windfall. So you see kind of what you're going to have, and then you can see what color you may need.
I understand the logic behind that. If I don't draw a land, I'm going to feel like an absolute goombus.
Well, that's fair. I can appreciate that. Yeah, but you know, one more.
And that is far more important to me than, you know, effectively playing the game of Magic the Gathering.
Sure. Okay, I can appreciate that.
You'd rather look
with-
like a Gumbus than feel like a Gumbus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every
okay.
time.
I can
every time.
I can definitely
100% of the
appreciate that.
time.
I can
You
definitely.
know what? Screw you.
Okay.
Screw
upset.
you!
Yeah.
Land, 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 land.
Well, I drew no creatures with no cards with CMC 7 or greater, so it could be worse, Dylan.
I still have a card with CMC 7 or greater.
I was so ready to play.
Oh, you have a worm
This
as well.
is going much better.
I do have a worm as well.
So here's green, white, and something else for a harmonic sliver. So now all my slivers have, when this permanent enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Oh my gosh, yes! This is insane. What would you like to destroy?
I like that your first choice will be that one right there.
Oh, I guess it would. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like that's kind of the obvious choice, right?
I feel like this is the very powerful choice.
Oh,
If it were me, and not because I'm your opponent, but because it draws lots of cards.
It does draw lots of cards, but here's my thinking. You clearly see Piper as the threat.
You have no mana, and I can destroy both of your slivers before your next turn if you
I'm going
target
to
my
target
enchantment.
this.
Womp womp womp.
Just after you windfall by Path to Exile away.
Great. Good stuff.
I was like, no, stop it.
Oh, we love it, everyone.
God,
and
that's
pass the
hilarious.
turn.
Harmonic Sliver
Alright.
is my natural predator.
It's just in the background, like in the bushes behind you all the time.
I'm not. Everything's enchantments. Everything's enchantments.
I am ascended, by the way.
You got the City's Blessing. That's nice.
I am the city's blessing. Oh, Dylan's excited.
I think every Magic set that includes a card with the City's Blessing should come with a hat.
That's true, actually.
Of
yeah.
course,
La la
yeah.
la.
Anything
Yeah.
that cares about the Monarch, hat.
They really would do that to me, wouldn't they?
They should give us a little hat.
All right. We need
well,
the hat.
guys, no, it's okay. It's not even
Magic the Gathering sealed
It
product
doesn't
does
matter.
not
Right
include
there.
enough hats.
It doesn't matter
that
more
trilby
than once.
right there. Look at that.
All right, it
You
doesn't
don't
matter.
need both hats, just one.
One
Or
hat.
give him
There
the
you go.
Oppenheimer hat.
That's,
No,
it doesn't matter.
there you go.
No, he says. All right,
You
cool.
are
I'm
ascended.
ascended.
There we go.
I am ascended.
But what
you know
about the
I'm saying?
monarch when that
He am
happens?
become
That's
the
the
hat
Oppenheimer
man.
hat.
That's the op-
And I'm the Hat Man. All right.
he are
Ascension.
become Hatman, destroyer of slivers.
Thank you.
I'm the hat man.
So
The city's blessing.
I will cast for 6. Zhulodok Void Gorger. Very cool. This guy, obviously, 7/4. Color spells I cast from my hand with 7 mana value 7 or greater have Cascade.
Void Gorger. This dude needs to take it easy on the voids.
Void Gorger. All right.
Just like, hey, just one void today.
Just one void. Come on.
It's a big void.
It's a big void.
Yeah. It's
You don't
he
need to
has,
gorge yourself.
Do you reckon he has like a Zendikari hot dog eating contest, but just for voids? Yeah.
He's a void boy. I like that. That's a colorless spell, so a creature spell. Sorry, so I manifest the top card of my library.
That's the problem with wet t-shirt contests is I can't eat more than about 4 wet t-shirts.
I will fix my board up in a second, Dylan. Don't you
You
worry.
need to what?
I can't eat more than like 4 wet t-shirts.
I'm just gonna put these here so I don't lose them next.
When you add water to them, they're really dense.
It's a really...
It would be such
through
a
the
heavy
throat,
meal.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It'd be such a heavy meal.
Yeah. But then like eating them dry is just kind of like eating dry Weet-Bix.
Yeah.
Not good.
You just
Not
need
good.
to- stuck in the
find
throat.
a middle ground.
Yeah.
Unhinge your jaw like a snake and just swallow them whole.
Rolled up like when they get shot out of the t-shirt
Yeah.
cans.
Oh yeah.
Like you just like roll them up.
I
like
actually
you roll
think
up
that's
a
the
pizza.
best way is
and
to
just-
shoot a t-shirt cannon directly down your
Oh,
throat.
I think you meant people at them.
Oh my god.
All right.
I feel like I'm gonna have like a flashing text at the bottom of the screen that just says Hardcast MTG does not condone this activity.
I will attack with 6 at you, Dylan, because I've attacked everyone else.
Yeah, I'll take 6.
I'll flip this manifest. It's a land. Seagate Wreckage.
Oh boy.
Down to 34.
Please, those of you at home, do not put a t-shirt cannon in your mouth.
I will use
I'm literally
Endbringer,
begging
tapping
you.
2 to draw a card.
Lord Flanders approves.
No. No.
Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Enough. Okay. Well, that's cool. I will just
Did
pass
you
the
tap
turn
that
to
to do
Dylan.
something?
I did. I tapped
Oh,
this
okay, cool.
to do something. I know I'm attacking you with it. Don't worry. It cannot attack you, Dylan.
I know, I was just double checking.
Go away. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go away. Get out of here. Go
Get
away.
outta here.
In Dylan's untap, I will untap Endbringer.
Alright, cool.
Go away, mate.
Get
Get
out of
here.
What have I got here? What have I got here? What have I got here? Alright, I'm gonna play
Hey,
a.
why don't I just draw me out the sliver?
You sacrifice it to Vow of Thingo.
Yeah, that's right.
Fury
Why did I do
comes
this?
Snarl, revealing that I do have planes.
Whoa.
Alright, so let's do some stuff. 1, 2. Oh my god, do I really just not have enough mana to do this twice? That is really frustrating. Okay. Alright then. Blue, red, white, colorless. Commodore Guff.
He's out.
He comes in with 5. I've cast a Planeswalker, so Jai's Phoenix goes back into. Goes to the battlefield.
Very good.
Oh, it has Flying Haste. Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right.
I can do things.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
That's great,
oh my
dude.
god, I can do things. Except I can't attack you.
The excess flying.
And also exile things from the top of his library.
That's pretty true.
I'm going to +1 Commodore Guff now and make me a wizard boy.
Oh my god, Dylan, you're a wizard boy.
Yeah, yes, I'm a wizard boy.
You know what's funny? Commodore Guff was part of like Urza's kind of like the Titans, right? They're like Urza's kind of group of Planeswalker kind of characters that were, like saving the world from the Phyrexians, the multiverse. And he He knew that the Phyrexians were going to win because he has a library that has all of the current, past, and future history of Dominaria within it. So he knew the Phyrexians were going to win, and he still joined Urza to fight them. How cool is that?
What a top G.
Yeah.
You know Guff is slang for fart?
Yeah.
He's named Commodore Fart.
Yeah. Is that amazing?
So good.
All right.
You can't. Oh yeah, of course. Never mind. You want to attack the giant sphinx first. It's going to deal 1 damage.
Okay, so purely just because you attacked me, Trent, and you are on the highest life total,
That's more accurate, yeah.
I'm just going to hit you for 3 and only 3.
I'll take 3.
So you go down to 35. And then because of Oath of Teferi, I can activate Commodore Guff a second time, which I will do.
Oh, he's gonna Guff again.
And then I'm going to double Guff,
So 3 wizards.
and I'm going to get 3 wizards.
Hey.
And then I'm going to pass my turn.
How many-
Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to play Throbbing Bird, and then pass my turn.
Only kill Tommy Bird.
I forgot about that.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
You know what? That one's on me.
He was so excited to play it. He's like, yeah, that's right.
That one's on me. You were going to say I'm going to kill a wizard.
I was going to kill a wizard. Yeah, they're like, Tommy Bird. Oh, yeah, kill Tommy Bird.
Oh,
you're right.
a better target has appeared. I'm going to put down a Tainted Field.
Ooh, nice. And you have a swamp. Let's go.
Tainted field.
And then I'm going to pay 2.
Sometimes
Cast Arcane Signet.
Got to.
Bum, bum.
And then I'm going to pay...
Tainted field.
Play
I've
swamp.
got to
Tainted
field.
I'm going to pay 1.
Have a swamp
For the
and
Binding of the
taps
Titans.
for black.
Sorry, say that again?
The Binding of the Titans.
That's a very cool card.
So before that happens, it's whenever when it enters the battlefield, actually. So,
So you trigger whatever order you'd like.
so I think I would like to... Do I want to mill before I look at the top 3? Or do I want to look at the top 3 before I mill?
Who knows? You got a lot of cards in your deck. I would probably look at the top 3 first.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the top 3 first.
Because you're more likely to mill lands than you are to get them after you've milled. Right? Because a lot of lands in your deck.
That's true. And I will reveal this land.
Temple of
Milady.
Milady.
Oh,
He's got the
good.
trilby and
I've got
everything.
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, and then each player mills 3 cards.
Khan's Bastion,
Unstable Obelisk,
Cartographer's Hawk,
Wastes,
Mystic
Crossbow
Monastery,
Hangerback Walker.
Diffusion Sliver, Necrotic Sliver.
Well, those are very
Very
powerful
good.
Rampant
slivers.
Growth, Dreadhorde Invasion, and Herald of the Pantheon.
To be fair, you have most slivers, to be honest. But Diffusion is incredibly powerful.
Yes.
And I milled Dreadhorde Invasion, Herald of the Pantheon, Rampant Growth.
Okay.
And then...
Dreadhorde.
So yeah, you would have milled a land and not gotten a land if you'd done the other way around.
That's
See?
true.
There you go.
Yeah.
Happy to help.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then I still have some things that oh, why did I do that? Oh no.
What'd you do wrong?
I put my land down already.
Ah, yeah.
Yes. Oh well, this is fine. We'll just go 3 for Felidar Retreat anyway.
That's very powerful.
Yeah. And then I will
Do the top 3
Messian
again.
Wayfinder again.
Does it put on the battlefield?
Your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be
Tainted wood.
Da.
Nah, field.
Yeah. I was like, did they...
No, just like a tainted cycle of lands.
Yeah.
They care about swamps.
Dun.
Do we? Is there like a There should be like a blessed version of them. They care about planes. That'd be funny. If they did like a cycle of that.
Why do that?
Okay.
Because they hate white.
I guess so.
Okay.
All right.
And then I will end my turn there, make a second worm.
I'll kill a Guff guy.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Heyo. I'm going to put down an unclaimed territory. When I put this down, I can choose a creature type,
Oh yeah.
and I can spend mana unclaimed territory either makes colorless, or 1 mana of any color that can be spent to cast on that particular type.
Gamer.
I'm going to
God.
pick Wrestler. No,
Noble.
actually, I'm going to pick Sliver. I think.
Okay, yeah, pretty good. Murloc.
I'm going to go with Wrestler is a card type. It's only in an unset. There's one. Big old Praying Mantis.
It is, yeah.
It's the one you drop from a meter.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to tap for red on that. These 4 here. I'm going to tap for green on the Scattered Groves. And let's get Sliver Grave Mummy.
Oh
Let's
boy.
go. That's very powerful.
And when it enters the battlefield, I am going to destroy a target artifact or enchantment. Convince me not to hit Uggin's Mastery.
Look, I can still remove Harmonic Sliver because I can do it now, you'll regenerate it, and I'll just do it on my turn. But more importantly, the only thing I can really convince you is just, would you like to read this card here?
Oh, I know that card's powerful, but you're manifesting a lot.
I am manifesting lands and artifacts. Yeah, that's true.
And I'm manifesting just you not destroying my things.
Oh, the secret.
Yeah, I'm
Pipe is
manifesting.
just
manifesting some
manifesting.
cats.
Well,
right?
more importantly, it's the
More
second
importantly
half.
is the 1/1 counters.
Yeah,
But
and they
And
get
the
vigilance,
vigilance
and
to
then they get to
attack.
attack, and they have 2/5/5 worms.
6/6.
They will soon have 6/6 worms, which will soon be 7/7 worms. Now, I don't disagree if you want to destroy Uggin's Mastery. It's totally your decision to make.
yeah. The thing is that, like, if you go ahead and manifest another 10 mana creature,
Here's my point to you, right? If you don't blow up the Felidar Retreat or the Sandworm Convergence before it becomes a problem, it will still be your problem if the Mastery is gone. And you are your own person. And if you make your own decision, I'm not going to be against that.
Uggin's Mastery.
Yep, that's fine with me.
It could be the Arcane Signet though, you know? Like, that's all I'm saying.
It could have, you know what, it could have just been the Throne Dynamo.
Oh,
That would have been pretty powerful.
And then I'm going to...
Are you gonna ping the Harmonic Sliver now, Trent? You're gonna
No.
I'm going to go ahead and pass.
please.
I'm going to cast Warping Whale. I'm going to exile target creature with power toughness 1 or less. So you can't encore it either, which would have killed a lot of enchantments.
Yeah, what
Would have killed a lot of enchantments. Oh well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would have killed a lot
3
of
by 3, 9.
Yeah, and if they had targeted any of my rocks, I would have been so angry that I just didn't want to even get the option to happen. So I was like, no. All right, then I will also tap and bring it to draw a card. And then I will untap.
Is it 3 by 3 when that happens? Because they do enter simultaneously.
They do, 3 by 3.
And they all give each other the same line
Ability.
of
Same
text.
text.
Would have been 9 enchantments or artifacts destroyed, and Piper simply doesn't have enough for that. All right, and then I will
That's true, I
to
don't.
not start targeting my stuff when I draw, and I need that. All right.
Oh, so I see that was always the plan. The question was, how long could you let the Harmonic Sliver survive? to deal with
Exactly.
Piper?
Exactly. It wasn't actually my plan the first time he asked because he hadn't windfalled yet. Then I'm going to cast for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to cast Meteor Gold.
You know, if I keep finding all these tainted lands, I will have enough for the adamant.
Yeah, I'm going to target and destroy Cunning Rhetoric with Meteor Gold.
No, wait.
It'll still be able to cast.
Will it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's unrelated to the Cunning
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rhetoric.
it's the same as
Yeah, it's Conti. I see
Conti.
what you're saying. All right, well then maybe not A. Maybe I still target and destroy it because it still like represents me not being able to attack Pipe with very much.
I mean, you could just like.
Well, it doesn't matter because first thing's gonna happen actually before I target anything is I'm gonna cascade twice. Because it enters the battle, not on cast. So let's trigger cascade twice. The first one's gonna resolve. We're gonna cast Lightning Greaves. The second one's gonna resolve. We're gonna cast Mirage Mirror.
Very cool.
Then we'll enter the battlefield and we will target to destroy.
I mean, you can't hit the Felidar Retreat too.
Hit Commodore Guff.
Are you serious?
Like, dude, oh no.
I'm just...
Stop this.
This shit again.
Just vibe.
If you hit the Sandworm Convergence, I can start swinging into...
That's true,
as well.
actually. Yeah, good point.
Why are we
Can
all
I
looking at
can I
Piper?
talk about two things? So I'm the real target of the board that I'm just tiptoeing around, which is for obvious reasons insane, is actually Oath of Teferi because it lets you activate all your planeswalkers twice. But you're not super far ahead. Don't kick you when you're down. You have a lot of mana now, and you can cast a lot of guys that can do that. So that's what actually technically worries me the most. So if
Would it
you-
help you to know that I only have one Planeswalker in my hand and it's one that you've already seen?
Okay, well, more importantly, I think that if you're going out to Pipe with Giant's Phoenix, then we can destroy the Sandworm Convergence, which is going to be my target. At least it's not coming at me anymore.
Oh, yeah. Look, the Giant's Phoenix really just goes at anyone who wants to... who's
Alright,
happy to
then-
take it.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 14,
My dad
18,
gets it.
21, 25 converted mana cost amongst artifacts I control. So I'll cast a Metalwork Colossus, which costs X less to cast with X total mana of non-creature artifacts I control. Sorry, -7. So 1, 2, 5, plus, it's enough still. It's more
It's
than
plenty.
enough. So that's going to cascade twice. This will be very hard and awkward to do with the Yugen's Lomega Mastery out, so I'm kind of glad you got rid of that. I'm kind of be a bit awkward too. All right, so we're going to flip the top card. It's going to be Flayer of Loyalties. When you cast this spell, gain control of target creature later turn, untap that creature. Until end of turn, it has base power and toughness 10/10 and gains Trample, Annihilator 2, and Haste. I am going to target to take Jaya's Phoenix, because it also gains flying, because it has flying.
It untaps?
It untaps it.
Cool.
Yep. Until end of turn, it has base power and toughness. Now
And
it's a
then
10/10 Trample, Annihilator 2, Haste. And then I will flip again. I cascade until I hit a card that I can cast. Looking for Eternalize. It's Investigator's Journal. Very powerful. Very comparable. All right.
Journalable.
Journalable.
Technically correct.
Yeah.
That's kind of correct.
Colluable. All right. Then for two, I will make Mirage Mirror a copy of Lightning Greaves till end of turn. And then I
What was
will.
the first thing you cast, by the way, to trigger this all off Meteor Golem? Oh yeah, the 7 mana there. Sorry. Yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah, that was Meteor Golem, yeah. How do you pay for Meteor Golem? I just cast it for free. I'm going to put it on the metalwork, and I'm
Bro,
going to
just
put it onto the
down
Flare
onto
of
the
Loyalties.
battlefield. What are you going to
So
do?
you
Stop
have
me?
oh, so you
made Mirage Mirror a copy of Lightning Greaves.
Yep.
So until end of turn, it'll bounce off after.
Yeah.
Then I will move to combat. Dylan,
Yeah.
I will attack you with your own Phoenix.
It has Annihilator too, yeah?
Actually, you know what? I'll attack Guff with this. Then you'll annihilate the Guff, won't you? Well, then I won't do a bunch of damage to you. What's your life total at? 34? I do want to hit your life total because it's way higher than the other twos. So we will go, you know what? We'll Flare of Loyalties you, Elgi's Phoenix, Guff. So it gives you the option to sacrifice him anyway. And we'll throw Metalwork Colossus at you, because you can just block it for free by regenerating.
Yes.
And we'll send 6 at you, because it's trample 6/12, so your blocking won't really matter too much to me. And that's it. So, I've got
Just
the...
a question. The Annihilator 2 that is also on Flare of Loyalties.
Yes.
If your problem is what Piper has access to, why would you not force Piper to sacrifice some of the stuff that...
Because she'll Anikthea it anyway, and they'll get all the Constellation triggers. And the only thing she would probably keep is Starfield Mystic. And currently it's... What is this? What is it actually going to do? It's going to exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards.
So I'm going to take care of some of the Sliver issues that we got going on.
Which is fine.
Oh, they're not issues. Don't worry about it.
Not currently, no. And this doesn't matter because they're going to cast it, they're going to cast it. And I'm not attacking them, so I'm not giving them more cards. And my plan really is to send a lot of stuff at Piper in one go and just kill them.
Okay.
So that's really also what's going to happen. Hopefully I can just send it all at Piper and kill in one attack, so then all the exiles don't matter. And also, I do want to be fair that you are at 34 life compared to a bunch of 28. So it's like Yeah, so this is currently at you, and these are at you, Lachlan. So you have a 6/12 trample, and then a 10/10 that you can just block.
Yeah, this is going to get blocked with the Clot Sliver.
Yep. And then
my Annihilator triggers is I'm sacking these 4.
Yep. Plus, and Guff is the thing I'm really, he only really for 10, and then I knew that you'd sacrifice a bunch of chaff, which is what I was thinking too.
I go down to 20.
And I pay 2 to regenerate the Clot.
That's probably fine. It also pulls it out of combat, so that doesn't even damage you at all. And then this just does 6 damage to you, Lachlan. And Dylan, you take 10 damage.
Yeah, I've done that. Lockie takes 6, down to 22. So I'm on 24, Piper's on 28, Lockie on 22, and Trent on 35.
Yep.
Cool. Hey, if
Main
you activate a
phase 2.
Planeswalker now, it gets doubled.
Oh my gosh! All right, main phase 2.
Plays Yugen.
Yeah. Got Eugene in the deck.
The one Planeswalker in that whole deck.
Is he
Still
the
Lightning
only
Greaves
colors?
for
No,
now.
there's Khan as well.
I will.
Multiple cards.
I'll move Lightning Greaves. No, it doesn't matter.
Now,
We are doing it
that's
anyway.
a Star Trek plot.
It's until end of turn, so like there's no end. I'll put this on Zhulodok, so it's only something my end step. It'll be
OG Wrath
gone
of Khan,
after that.
Excellent.
Not
movie.
that really matters.
Absolutely incredible cinema.
I think I will just there pass the turn.
Not to
So
overdraw,
I get Jai's
but
Phoenix back.
Star
You
Trek
do
is way
absolutely
more
get this back,
important
and
than
then
whatever
Mirage Mirror also
Transport
comes back.
has going on.
Alright, untap.
Honestly,
Draw for turn.
Star Trek is far more colorful.
That's true.
If it's okay with you guys, I will actually just do this once before I end, and I'll just ping. Who's at the highest life total between Piper and Dylan? Piper and Lachlan. Piper. Ding Piper for 1. That untaps.
Up down 27.
Go ahead, Dylan.
You would,
Alright.
wouldn't you?
Because the untouched during everyone's turn, so might as well have done
Yeah,
it.
you would, wouldn't you?
You would, wouldn't you? Ratimer is now no longer that.
I'm going to play
Put these over here.
Sky Cloud Expanse.
These with my other lands. This here.
And for all the YouTube commenters, yes, Trent should have pinged my clock sliver, but he's being nice.
Exactly.
I need
It's
the
not-
blue.
it's not
there's a
cool.
blue there.
Besides, you've not done anything bad to me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not enemies.
No, I blew up one thing,
Yes.
and you immediately got revenge for it.
And that's
So,
it, and that's worth it, and that's all I need to do. You don't need to do any more than that. I mean,
Quid
unless
pro
you really
quo.
want to, chat, and then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, if
I
you
should have
want to
moved
just
the lightning greaves as well, but it's okay. I think I'm happy to keep this the way it is.
if you want to just flame Trent in the comments, like that'd be
That's
that'd
cool.
be good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's also very cool. In fact,
Yeah.
valid and awesome. And thanks so much.
You know what? Engagement's engagement.
You fools.
You're playing
You fools,
into
you've
my
fallen right into our trap.
you're playing right into my hands, YouTube commenters.
3 mana for Honor Worn Shaku.
The card's actually amazing.
Colorless, tap, untap, colorless, and 4. Commodore Guff.
Out comes Mr. Guff.
Mr. Fart.
The Goff man himself.
Um,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Guffman is going to counter some planeswalkers. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Guffman is going to make some wizards. Oh yeah. Wizard light.
Trent, you're still on the highest life total.
I'm not going to disagree with you attacking me with 3, man. That's fine. I also blew up your whole board, man. Just smack me.
Yeah.
I don't disagree, man.
Smack him around a little.
I don't want an Annihilator 2 coming at me again.
He
I
deserves
won't.
it.
I will not. Even if you attack me, I won't attack you next time with the
Alright,
Annihilator.
I'll just hit you for 3.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
32, because all I'm going to do is make 3 friendly wizards.
You mean 2, right? Nah, I actually want mana, so I want draw cards, that's fine. So you mean 2, right?
Fuck.
No, this is kind of
Rummy
gross.
Bird.
This is gross in this matchup, man. I'm
and I'll
telling you.
pass.
Because this can also hit like Guff on everyone's turn over and over
Yeah.
again. It's gross.
Alrighty.
I
untap,
will pay 2 to draw a card with Embringer.
Upkeep. Draw.
Don't know if anyone's heard the girl dinner TikTok sound.
Yes.
But every time Trent says Endbringer, Endbringer!
That's amazing. This is
Alrighty.
weird. I don't even know.
I'm going to put down a Tainted Wood,
Whoa.
which will be my landfall trigger.
You know what I could have done?
I was thinking it.
You know what I should have done? I should have made this a copy of Cunning Rhetoric, like right before you went to combat. Like, yeah. I didn't even think of that. I could do that now. I didn't even think of that. Like, yeah, attack me, fool. Wait, before you do that though, I'm just gonna make this copy Cunning Rhetoric. Attack me, fool.
A cat beast. I'm gonna probably make a cat beast. I think. I don't really know if I have enough creatures to make the whole
Oh, you
ones
can
worth
make
it.
a copy of Felidar Retreat and then play your land.
That I already know very well. I can get my whole board plus some counter.
And Vigilance.
And
The Vigilance thing's probably better for your
And
board.
Actually-
Vigilance.
Just my cat is so bad.
You should be wearing this hat, bro.
It's like I kind of want to give more 1/1s and vigilance, but I don't think I'm going to be attacking anyone.
The cat beast is also relevant. It's up to
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna make a cat beast.
Cat beast, cat beast. It's also more blockers against things that don't have
A
trample.
lone
Yeah.
world with a little cat beast.
One fun day.
What do
with
you
a
have?
book, but
3.
Sweet.
You would have 2 worms.
no- What does a
2,
dog
3,
hunt?
4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oh, you missed a trigger on this, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, exile 2 cards. Would you like to look at?
Yeah,
Luffy's
I would
trigger?
like to have a look at your graveyard, Lucky.
Yeah, you can do that. That's legal. That dog was good.
Oh, dude.
Was it good, or is that nostalgia coloring a?
Did you
mediocre?
like
I think
Rocco's
it
Modern
could be-
Life?
I didn't really watch Rocco's Modern.
I didn't like Rocco's one.
Well, I feel like that's very rose-colored goggles too. Was that the same animation studio? I reckon it was.
It feels like it.
It feels like it is. Maybe it's not though. Okay, but Courage the Cowardly Dog. How do you feel about that?
I think it was
Yes.
probably good.
I love
think that
that.
was probably really good. Connor, you're a connoisseur of the arts. How do you feel?
Autistic, yes.
Yep. How do you feel about? Yeah, beat that one out. How do you feel about What are we talking about? Wait, what was show?
Rocco's Modern
No,
Life.
no, before that. A cat dog. How do you feel
Cat
about
dog.
how do you feel about cat dog? I like lost track.
Okay.
I watched a lot of cat dog growing up.
And, well-
I'm very much like.
Really? Ah, dude, I was not allowed to watch Ed, Ed, and Eddie growing up. My grandma watched me watching that once, and she was like, "These young lads are a terrible influence on
I'm
you."
gonna exile these two.
I was a codename kid.
They're
So
very good.
Diffusion and Cloud Shredder. Yeah, good
Good
calls.
calls. Good calls. Very powerful.
Ed, Ed and Eddie were bad influences.
Well, they don't stack very well with Encore, but I'm gonna have a look what's in here in case there's anything that would stack really well with Encore, because that's what you care about the most, right? Which is Capricious Sliver stacks really well with Encore. Did you give this one a good read? Sorry, my apologies. I don't want to tell you did something wrong. That's just a brand new Sliver. That gives
Yeah,
that ability
true.
to all Slivers.
Yeah.
×3.
I don't think you want me having Diffusion Sliver.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Just in general.
Cloud Shredder doesn't give Flying Haste ×3. It does. Flying
Yeah.
Haste is good, but they already have Haste from Encore.
That's true. Then probably I'll just change those around then.
Sorry, I'm gonna try and take over anything.
No, it is the right.
I think Capricious Sliver is so much stronger.
Capricious
the,
Sliver is nasty.
Yeah, in the Encore example, right, where it's like ×3. I mean, most of us can block it anyway, but you know, you're gonna Encore a bunch of stuff out, so
That's
it's
the
very
idea.
dangerous. I mean, I can also Endbringer some stuff if they come out, so that's fine. In
One,
the context
two,
of Cloud Shredder, I can.
5,
Ah,
6.
That's Encore though, so I can't kill them all. Interesting. We'll see.
6. For Anikthea,
Let's go. Anikthea.
which will give me my Constellation trigger.
Oh, you also gain 1 life, right? For each creature card,
Oh,
you gain
yeah.
2 life. Dylan, Piper
I gain
gains
2 life.
Sorry, I just had to deal with someone doing some shady stuff on our groups.
That's okay.
29.
Disgraceful.
And I
honestly.
will Constellation.
And you pull a card out of your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Can I read Anikthea, please? Does Anikthea target in your graveyard? Yes, so you do have to target before
Okay.
you resolve them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just in case it was like mill, you couldn't
Yeah.
mill and then pick one of the ones you milled, for example. Yes,
Yeah,
she
fair.
does target. So you do all your targets before anything resolves. Pretty cool.
Arthur was good.
Ah, yes. Arthur was very good.
What?
The show Arthur.
Yeah, sorry, I've come back into
Yeah.
like, an entirely different conversation.
You have. But in like a way that's like hee hee tee hee funny.
Does anyone remember that show where all of the characters were like toys in a kid's bedroom? And they
Johnson
make-
and Friends.
Johnson and Friends, thank you. His name was Johnson. That means penis. It's
George
ridiculous.
Frank.
Do you guys remember like the
Martin
show that was
Boy.
like you had to, it was like I think it was like I Spy or something like that, where it was like you had to find things on the screen? No.
Did it have like a little character, like a girl, and she had like spaghetti kind of hair? It was like rope hair. She was made of like random things.
I think so, yeah.
That's I Spy.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, like the main character, like a girl, and she was made of like junk.
Yeah.
Speaking of a show that was made of junk,
Soup opera.
no, I was gonna say something and his best friend Rory, something and
So I'm bringing
Bottletop
Sandworm
Bill and
Convergence
his
back
best friend.
Oh
as
yeah.
a 3/3 zombie.
Rory was a horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was an incredible show.
I like that we're just skipping over this.
I'm bringing
No, we're not.
Sandworm Convergence back
I
as a
know
3/3
exactly
zombie.
what's happening. Trust me.
Just
I'm
so
paying
you're
very
all
close
aware.
attention.
Bottle Top Bill.
Bottletop Bill and his best friend Rory.
This Corky.
Corky. Yeah, that makes a lot more
Corky.
sense because it had a cork for a head. Yeah, sorry. But
Ah.
basically,
I
that
still
show was
got
really
my
cool because
goddamn landfall triggers again.
every scene, you go ahead, just do that. We can't stop you.
Alright.
When the Piper didn't play this before she played the
Yeah.
land.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So
yeah.
I think about this. My bad.
Sequencing.
Sequencing bad. All right, that's
Yeah.
fine.
And then I'm going to
What was Martin Morning's gimmick? He'd wake up and
Pass.
have a new job.
A new universe. He'd wake up in a new world, and all of his friends would be like
I'm
different
gonna
people,
pass.
and they'd feel different ways about him.
make a goddamn worm, Dylan.
And the thing of the show
You
of
can't
Martin
stop me.
Morning
Do whatever you want.
was that every single time Martin Morning was there, he always like didn't really appreciate the environment he was in, right? And he was always depressed and always like, oh, it can only happen to me. And it was like, oh, but you'd be like president for a day and all these things. But I kind of not empathize, but like sympathize for Martin Morning because I feel like if I was in a
Savage
situation,
Lands return. It's the John de Trio.
it's very good. I feel like I would not like that. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like if I was Martin Morning, I'd be very stressed out and frustrated constantly. Like, none of your friends are
Not to me.
necessarily player characters in your world. It's very solipsist. Like, because they would all like have different like opinions on him. There'll be different people.
Can I have a
like
look at your graveyard, please,
his
Lachy?
girlfriend character would always be kind of the same character, but like his love interest character. But yeah, it almost felt like you existed alone in the world, which would suck. You know what I mean? And the next day you wake up, everything that happened, they would just forget, as if it never happened. Like you just don't have almost any reason to live. I mean, I guess
Is that
that's
different to your everyday?
Well, it's in a different context.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mountain onto the battlefield with Cultivate, Forest into hand with Cultivate.
Very good.
Nice. I liked watching
Shuffle
Madeline.
that momentarily.
Madeline is very cool.
Madeline
Yeah.
was great. Those girls were in 2 straight lines, I'll tell you that.
I got you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
It's the kind of appreciation that only a teacher would have, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they had control of those kids.
Yeah, like
Really?
Matilda.
Yeah.
Tragic tale, really.
Look.
They really, you know what?
Look, you can say a lot of
Okay.
things.
Trunchbull
You
had
can
that
say a lot of
perfectly.
things about Trunchbull. As a disciplinarian, those kids were learning and in the classroom. Blue. Couple more,
When
man.
that guy ate that cake in one sitting, I resonated with that.
Man, that cake looked so damn good. Is the problem?
I don't agree.
Synapse.
You don't have a sweet tooth.
Sliver.
I know, but it looked like poop. When I was a kid, I hated that scene. It made me so sick to my stomach. It looked like it was just shoveling poop. I don't know why. It doesn't even look like poop. It's like black. It's not even like a brown cake. It's kind of brown, but it's like really dark,
Yeah.
rich cake. I get what they're trying to go for, but like for me,
Dylan, if I swung for 1, would you let me through?
Only as long as you didn't swing it at Commodore Guff.
No, at the face.
Yeah, sure, I'd take one.
All right, go to combat. Swing 1 at the face with Dylan.
Whoa.
Ah,
That's funny.
I would have taken that deal.
cool.
I would've
Sliver
taken that
dealt
deal.
combat damage to a player, so it's control may draw a card.
Let's go. You know, Sign Up Sliver was once in the $20 Australian market, but right before this reprint. So that's actually a pretty important reprint for the Slivers. That was in Onslaught the last time it was printed.
Oh wow.
I think it might have been the Sliver Premium deck series, but I actually doubt it.
And I'm going to pass.
I think it skipped that printing. I'm going to tap and bring it to draw a card. I'm going to also tap 2 to make this a copy of Endbringer and tap it to deal 1 damage to 23, 29,
Go the
22,
clock. It's time.
29. No, you're okay. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Because these are going to untap us up, so. I'm going to untap.
Piper down 28, I'm on 23, Locky's on 22, and Trent is on 32.
Whoa, watch out. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to play Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Taps for colors. I can pay 2 and tap it to gain 1 life for each colorless creature I control. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. I guess 10 is fine. Yeah, 10. Where X is 5 each, I'm going to cast Omarthus, Ghostfire Initiate, the alternate commander of the deck. This enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it, because X is 5. It's going to enter with 5 1/1 counters. Whenever I put 1 or more 1/1 counters on another colorless creature, I may put a 1/1 counter on Omarthus. When Omarthus dies, I manifest a number of cards from top of my library equal to the number of counters on it. All right, then.
Wow, a copy of Felidar Retreat would go nuts.
Yes, it would. What? Why?
Whenever you put a 1/1
Oh,
counter
I
on
see.
the
Yes.
colorless,
Sorry, you are correct. Yes. So I was thinking of the very last part. I was like manifesting. I'm like, those aren't lands though. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. You know what? I'll keep that in mind. I was like, yeah, I remember the fellow. That is my plan. Forgot instantly. All right. So point is, I'm gonna cascade with X is 10. Cascade into Steel Hellkite. That's gonna be very, very, very helpful. Cascade into Ugin the Ineffable. Color spells I cast cost 2 generic less to cast. Exile the top card of my library face down, look at it, create a 2/2 colorless spirit. His +1 is basically like a weird manifest. I basically take top card face down, and if it dies, I put it in my hand. -3, destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. That's way more useful. But
Like
now I
that.
can Mirage Mirror the Gias Phoenix and do this twice, which is very cool.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I ate that.
Ate that.
So
Donkey.
Donkey.
that's
all right.
the one. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
Do you like the Mirage Mirror loses that copying ability too?
Yeah, it is important. I can't do Lightning Greaves and then make it into a copy of the Felidar Retreat or anything like that.
Well, you can't like make it Gias Phoenix and then copy it into Oath of Teferius and you get 3 hits with Ugin.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, that's true. I could just make it a copy of that and activate Ugin twice.
But then
That's
you get
actually-
only +1 and then -3. You can't do both. You can do -3 twice.
I can do -3 +1, yeah, that's fine. -3 twice is probably better, yes.
Yeah.
Gias Phoenix will be the option here, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Sorry, this is the first time I've seen these decks like in situ. Like, that's apologies if I'm annoying people by running through like plays.
Of course not.
I didn't even know there was a Eugene reprint.
Oh, Investigator General still have some counters. They like 5
Less.
at most.
I've had a
Like
bit
one,
of a busy
two,
week,
three,
man.
four,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
At least 5. Let's put 5 in.
You guys familiar with the professional wrestler Eugene?
Yes!
No.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking.
His gimmick was that he had an intellectual disability.
Thank you. That's
Splendid.
Yeah.
insane.
I'm getting laughter over there because he remembers it and he remembers how bad it was.
It's like an oh my god, he's like literally me moment.
So I can attack.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, fair.
You can attack Lachy or myself with the Phoenix without any issues.
No, that's fine. It's more like I'm thinking about Steelhawk Kite. When like I can attack you or Lachy and go X's 5 and blow up both Very Giant's Phoenix, or I can blow up Sliver Gravemother and Sun Up Sliver. But you know, I don't know.
If you go X equals 5, you hit everything on my board.
It's X, not X or less.
X or less.
I know,
Cool.
I know.
Right.
It's X or less. I could do X as 0 on you and just blow up all your little 1/1s, which is probably the best option I have for that card.
I do love Wed constantly destroying all of your little 1/1s. I do
He
like
does.
that.
He does make 3 a turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not the end of the world.
Get him under control.
Yes, for all those planeswalkers I have in my hand.
Okay. I will.
So you're aware I'm planning to blow up some of Piper's permanents.
All right.
Why would you do that?
If you plan to blow up some of their permanents, I will also plan to blow up some of their permanents this turn. Does that kind of work?
What? What? No.
Alright. So
We just need to deal with
What?
this.
I don't.
I waited this turn from hitting Lachy and Dylan to hitting me. I'm just vibing.
yeah,
Piper.
that's true.
I don't think you have a say in this. I'll be
I
honest
should
with you.
though. They're my things. They're mine.
I think I could do this more, but it doesn't seem
Police.
even like really worth it here.
Hello.
Property
Hello.
damage. That's more than a misdemeanor, right?
Does converting Mirage Mirror into the Flare of Loyalties just make a better play?
It does.
Sack 2, let's go.
It truly does. Like sack 4, annihilated 2
4.
per. Yeah. Which I think it's like like I moved the Lightning Greaves target and moved them back.
Oh man.
There's also a layer, right, where I Mirage Mirror the Initiate at some point, and then he just dies because Legendary Rule, and then he gets me a bunch of manifests. But I don't have the card that
But it's
flips them.
funny.
It's funny. Ooh, it's very cool.
You can't just Mirage Mirror into Endbringer and then just like start killing 2/2s.
Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to -1, and we're going to blow up the Cunning Rhetoric. -3,
-3.
sorry, to blow up the, go down 2/1, my apologies. Kill the Cunning Rhetoric.
No.
No, they hate this.
Is it exile or destroy?
Destroy.
Okay.
You can get that back if you need it, but
Yeah.
it's not this turn. I
Where
will
are we
put the
gonna-
Lightning Greaves onto
Let's just tuck this under your deck.
Steel
So we know
Hellkite.
that you can still play it.
Yeah.
We will Mirage Mirror the Flare of Loyalties, and then Piper will declare it you with both of these. No, hang on. My apologies. We will put the. No, that's correct. That's correct. We will attack you, Piper, with both of these, and then Dylan, we will attack Guff with the Flyer. And we will attack you, Lachlan, again with a little 6/12.
Just a tiny little 6/12.
And the 10/10 will go at. Jesus, it's like so many powerful stuff. 10/10 will go at you, Dylan, and the 10/10 will go at you, Lachy, and the 7/4 will go at you, Dylan. So, this is at you, this is at Guff, these are both at Lachy, these are both at Piper.
And how much are they power
They are 10/10 tramples.
Yeah.
Most
Oh.
importantly, though, they each have Annihilator 2, so you will sacrifice them 2
Just
permanents
sacrifice
twice.
4 permanents.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can I block and then sacrifice?
No, you sack before block.
It happens before anyone declares blockers.
This is
Incredibly
Can we
unfortunate.
bleep what I'm about to say out?
Well, I mean, like if you swear, it's
It's
just
some
gonna
dude.
Okay,
That's
fair
all I'm
enough.
saying.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
It will be.
You know what? This is, yeah. It's
Producer, did you have the button ready to go?
No, I do that in post.
Oh shit.
Ah, damn it. Get them all out now.
This is really rude, actually.
I apologize.
I'm gonna sack the cat bee. No.
Sack 4 tokens.
But then what am I gonna block with? That's 20 damage coming at me.
Good point. It has trample.
Yeah, I know, but these are both 5. These are all 5/5s.
That's true. You
So
could
I
double
can-
block and kill one of these two.
I'm going to.
True.
So
You could double block and then was that 5?
You would trade a lot of
5,
their own creatures
and
too.
that to kill the Mirage Mirror.
I
So
would-
it stops repeating.
That's true, but like,
Whichever one, you are going to block the Mirage Mirror, surely, right? As opposed to the original one. Even though this has the Annihilator, and you'd stop the Annihilator thing, this is probably more flexible
yeah,
and very much
I'm
powerful.
going to destroy the Mirage Mirror.
So,
But I'm deciding what I'm going to
sacrifice
sacrifice
first. Go right ahead.
So I'm going to sacrifice the Nessian Wanderer because I've kind of fixed for lands now.
Yes.
Constellation means nothing to me anymore.
1.
I'm going to sack the Calney Hard Expedition because if I really want it, I can get it back with her.
Yes.
2.
I'm going to sack Felidar Retreat because again, I can just get it back with her.
Yep.
3.
And then I want this guy to go off next turn, I think. So I think maybe the Cat Beast.
Yep.
Yeah. And
And
because
then,
these
yeah.
all go to the graveyard, I get 2 counters on this guy.
Because 2 of them were enchantments.
2 of them were enchantments, yes.
Yes.
So that becomes a 7/7.
Yes, it is a 7/7.
So you can, yeah.
So I can technically kill both. Because I can go 2 worms into one, worm in this guy into the other one, and you
Yep.
decide which one you're going to kill, which will obviously be that.
can, yeah.
Or I could put Sandworm Convergence and that against it. And then you
Yes.
have to decide if you want to kill that or the Sandworm Convergence.
Actually, he kills both of them because that's
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
3/3.
only 3. Never mind.
It's like an 8. You can do a CMC. Let's go.
You know what? I'm not going to... I can not double block the Annihilator one if you don't throw it back at me again for a little while. I can just take the 5 damage and then let you annihilate the other 2.
Are you saying that you want to trade? Are you saying you're not going to trade into this with both of your creatures?
Yes.
But I just kill your Starfield Mystic and 2 of your worms. That seems like good for me. That doesn't seem like I'm actually losing anything there. I feel like I'm okay with you blocking both of these. I have lots of very powerful creatures.
So you don't care about having the Annihilator
If
guy?
you don't double block the Mirage Mirror, I will never attack you with Annihilator this game again. This one right here, or this one. I won't attack with either of these 2 as Slayer of Loyalties for the rest of the game.
You will,
If you leave the Mirage
you
Mirror
will
alone.
die to the Mirage Mirror.
I don't think I can do that,
Maybe
man.
you won't attack the Mirage Mirror at all. What about that? What if I never attack you with this again?
It's-
Huh?
I mean, but,
He'll just make it to Endbringer and ping you for damage.
yeah.
Well, that's like 1.
Look,
if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it anyway with then bring it
you
himself.
can make the Mirage Mirror into like anything, right?
An enchantment, artifact, creature, or land.
There's a lot
make
you
it
can
into
do
the,
with
You
that.
can make it to the Ghostfire and just get 5 manifests.
That's true.
You can make it. You can make it into a lot of stuff.
Well, look. For the
Okay.
sakes of conversation.
Yeah.
If you don't kill, whichever one you don't kill, I won't attack you with again. How's that sound? Just for the sakes of conversation.
Okay.
I don't mind.
I
You can
just
keep
wanna
your stuff. Yeah, I know
wanna
you
keep
just
my
want to
stuff
keep
for
your
the-
stuff. Yeah, I know that's how this works. But
It's kind of how this
sounds
game
sick to
runs,
me.
really.
It's kind of sick to me. I don't mind. You can keep your stuff. Just
Okay.
don't double block one of my creatures, and you'll keep your stuff.
Don't double block one of them.
No, the one that you know I said that like if you double blocked, I would kill one. Just don't do that, and it won't die. Right? That's the deal. If you don't block it, your creature won't die.
You probably will.
You may not, but I can just tell you because my creature will not deal damage to your creature
Yeah.
in combat.
yeah.
That is
You
how
know
the
what?
game
That's
works.
totally fair. But I want to.
If you put this and this in front of the second one, he has to choose which one of those goes.
Which will still be the Mystic.
Yeah, because
I mean, the Anikthea is pretty good, but it'll just re-enter the battlefield and get trigger again. And other
Yeah.
enchantments. But it is it or another enchantment, isn't it? No, it's only her when she attacks. That's right. It's
Yeah.
like there's 2 triggers for her, so maybe. I mean, I don't really mind. It's when she attacks as well, and you can attack other
And
people.
there will be an
Yeah.
attack before your next turn.
yeah.
Well, you'll possibly have blockers, which means they won't be able to attack you, me, or Lachlan without getting blocked. So
Yeah. But
And-
it's when it attacks, not when it deals combat damage.
true, but
So,
it'll do the thing and then die, which may not be worth it for you anyway.
yeah.
If you double block both of those, I will have a wizard to just jump into Anikthea.
Ooh, that's true.
Okay. You know what? I like that. I like that.
Alright.
Teamwork. Okay.
This is really arch enemy for a moment, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to double block the Mirage Mirror. And I am going to also double block the
Player?
Flare.
Okay.
The block will be... It'll be the Starfield Mystic. Yeah, it'll be the Starfield Mystic and the Worm.
I think. Do I want to do this now? No, I'm okay. Alright, yeah, okay. Alright, so I will kill your Starfield Mystic, I'll kill 2 of your worms, and my creatures will die.
My Synapse Sliver is blocking the 10-10.
Yep.
My one of my wizards is blocking the 7/4.
And Commodore Guff is taking 6.
Commodore Guff's taking 6. Taking 6?
5, sorry, my
5.
apologies. My brain saw 6 here and it went 6 because sideways. So it goes down to 2 remaining. At least he's not burning us and drawing you tons of cards.
And then I will take 6.
You will take 6.
Lock you down to 16.
Okay, that is turn, I think. I'll go main phase 2 and I'll have a quick little baby think. I will.
Main phase 2.
Disgusting.
What kind of game would have that? Ugh.
What kind of player uses that?
Who does this? You can't keep getting away with this. I will ping a wizard and then I'll pass to Dylan.
By the way, Piper, you have ceased to become the threat you once were.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm popping.
Quite
stuff over here,
handedly.
Don't worry about
Wait,
it.
what the hell? We just had this conversation.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. You know what? I get it. That's fine with me, I guess. I'm like, yeah, if you're going to deal with their stuff, I'll attack their stuff. You're like, yeah, but you did too good a job, Trent.
You did a real good job.
You did a really good job,
You did
Trent.
too good a
Temple of
job.
Triumph enters tap.
By the time it gets to me, this has already gone to
there.
3.
It's true. It's true.
That can come back.
It's valid. You know what? I can totally appreciate that. Maybe we'll see what Dylan
Reds.
does. He's got a huge amount of mana.
He's got stuff.
May not be just me.
Red.
And now my big annihilators are actually all gone, so my threat is
Colors.
actually almost entirely.
Sahili,
gone.
Sublime Artificer.
Let's go.
This with 5.
Absolutely sublime artificer.
You got your girl back.
Healy is where you want to be.
Red, blue, white. Leori, Spark Touch Hunter. Flying Vigilance 3/3. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose a Planeswalker type. Until end of turn, whenever you activate an ability of the Planeswalker of that type, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for that ability.
That's cool.
Another target artifact or creature I control. Tap this to untap that.
Unaward Shaku, so strong.
Okay, the question is he better getting a 1-hit out of now?
Can you
Yes.
haste?
I can turn this into him with Healy.
Oh, I thought it was a copy of another target artifact.
Another
Or
target artifact
creature.
or creature.
Okay.
The question is, if I do it now, I will lose him forever.
Yes. And I can possibly say he can't attack or block.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will
In that
negative
case,
2.
actually.
I will
Let me just change my
turn
mind.
this into a copy of Jaya's Phoenix.
Sure.
Trent is still on highest life total.
That's correct. I still have no qualms you attacking me, man. I totally get it.
Qualm is a fun word.
That's why I say it a lot.
What do your stuff has odd mana costs?
It does, but not all of it. 0 is even.
Yeah. Eugene's even too.
This is even. This is even. This is even. A lot of evens.
Yeah, Eugene's even.
I'm going to +1.
Yeah.
Oh, for Desecrate. So sick.
I'm going to +1 Commodore Guff. Make the untapped wizard.
Tell you what, for a Super Friends deck, not a lot of planeswalking happen.
Well, it has been the same guy for quite a while, which is not terrible.
That one guy's been walking.
Yeah, he's going his own way. It's a Plague Tower deck. Planeswalkers going their own way.
Big tower, yeah.
I will now move to combat.
I'm not going to stop you from attacking or blocking.
Alright, I'm just going to... Do you have any reach?
No, I don't think I do.
Do you
Nope.
have any flyers that
Nope.
are up?
Nope.
Empty skies.
Empty skies.
Ugin, life total.
Well, he can make the flying haste sliver and kill it anyway. for reference. We can make a lot of those with the Encore and kill it anyway. You don't have to attack Ugin. It'll die before my next turn. You get both your combat triggers.
It does. It's player or planeswalker anyway.
Oh, it's Planeswalker?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, okay.
I
That's
believe
fine.
it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I just
It's
read
called
it.
damage to player or planeswalker, so
That's
that's why
weird.
I'm perfectly fine with it.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's weird. It's
So
very unique.
yeah, 1
Oh, that's
Ugin,
fine.
3 at your life total.
That's cool. I'll just take 3 then.
Down to 29. Next planeswalker I get triggers twice.
Before you end combat, I'll do 1 to this.
Okay. It doesn't matter if I neg-3'd it, I'd only have 1, so I draw a whole 3 cards and deal 3 damage to each opponent. That's it.
Which is 3 cards. It's really
Yeah.
other.
It's
No, it's
each-
himself.
X number of planeswalkers I control.
Oh, he would die, of course.
So he would die.
That's true.
So
that's
I'm
true.
just going to +1 and make another 3 wizards.
And that's still fine with me. I'm happy with having 3 wizards, not so much with having the draw a bunch of cards. Besides, like, we can't all take more damage.
Can't we, Trent?
No.
Then I will.
I mean, technically we can. Sorry, you are correct. Technically we can do that.
It's legal.
It is legal.
I'll pass my turn. This now becomes an honor-worn Shaku, which I will then. At the start of your turn, I will tap Sigilly to untap honor-worn Shaku.
Okay. Untap.
And you put a count on her, right, with Commodore Guff?
Oh, on another target. Oh, I've never had another planeswalker.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Upkeep draw.
That's how this works.
Oh, you know how I was complaining about not having land before? We've swung back around in the
No
opposite
longer an
direction.
issue.
Actually, no, I'm not going to play down my land just yet. I'm going to not make the same mistakes that I keep doing.
I like that.
We're going to
Excuse
take
me.
take the command tower back. Okay.
This is untapped.
Oh. Thank you. I get to return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand.
Very cool.
Very neat. So I can
Neat.
return my Starfield Mystic,
Sweet.
or I could get the Ondu Spirit Dancer, which is pretty sick.
It's a great card.
Yeah. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, I may create a token that's a copy of it. Do it only once each turn.
Still very powerful. Very
That's
good.
really good if you play it now and then get 2 Felidar retreats.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was kind of what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't care about tokens. Very cool.
Yeah.
Make 2 tokens of it. That's awesome. If you're like a Parallel Lives, right, you make 2 tokens and they each enter, and you make 2 per. Right? It's only once per turn though. Still, 4 tokens, not bad.
So I'm going to put the Ondu Spirit Dancer back into my hand. Then I am going to actually.
You're doing okay on mana.
Yeah, even good.
Being able to keep playing Commodore Guff's actually. I feel like Commodore Guff's actually important to the deck.
Really?
A lot of times the precons they aren't.
Well, these
The
have all
command-
been. These
the
have
face
been
commander
very-
doesn't mean shit.
Well, these have all been probably the most powerful in the at the face commander.
What does that do?
Pardon?
What does that do? What are you doing right now?
I'm just thinking maybe I don't want
Do
to.
you mind if I read this card again?
Yeah.
It is very powerful. So
I'm
it's
just
like,
thinking
for
maybe
each
I don't want to
opponent-
put
Did you
it.
mind?
For each instant speeds, they can cast it whenever they want. For each opponent, exile up to 1 target permanent that player controls with an even mana value. And then if they spent the thing, it doesn't matter, but they could get a card out of their graveyard.
I can spend a thing. That's why I'm hesitating.
You have 3 colorless mana?
I will after I put my land down for turn.
3 colorless with 1
Yes.
land.
So I've got this
Ah,
guy.
that's a
I've got this
colourless.
guy, and I've got
Ooh,
Ash
okay.
Barons in hand.
Ooh, watch out. So they can get the adamant now.
So that's why I'm like, maybe
Return
I
a
don't.
permanent with odd. Yeah, because that's a permanent with odd.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have something else. Yeah,
Yeah.
go for your Starfield Mystic.
yeah,
That can be very good.
yeah. See, that's why I'm just thinking, you know.
That's very powerful.
Yeah. So I think I am gonna go for the Starfield Mystic.
Except if you will not get 2 copies of Felidar retreat.
I can do this before I attack.
Yeah, but you would have played the land for turn.
Yeah, I mean, we can just do that later in the game. That's
Yeah.
still an option for you.
I could
Yeah.
get 2 copies.
That's
I
still
can
an
get 2
option,
copies
yes.
of Dreadhorde Invasion instead.
That's true.
Yeah,
This is
two
true.
copies
Or
of lots
Omen
dice.
of the Sun, which will give me 4 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, and I'll
That's
gain
not
4
terrible.
life.
And then when you do the Hell Down the next turn, you will get them all 2/1 counters or
Yeah.
whatever.
Trent said doo-doo.
I did say that.
So I am going
did
to take
say
the
that.
Starfield Mystic instead. And I am going to put down Ash Barons as my land for turn. And I'm going to, at sorcery speed, cast Desecrate Reality.
All right.
3, 4, 5.
Ash Barons is a
So
sick name for a non-binary
The
person.
only card that can target you is Guff or your
That's true.
tokens.
Can you kill my tap token, please?
No, you got to get rid of Guff.
I am
he
letting
did
you.
say he was gonna let me attack him so that I could get my trigger off.
I'll let you attack me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You could just waste it on a wizard, yes. That would make sense. But you could kill Guff. You know what I mean?
We're gonna start here and go with the one target that you have.
That's
Has to be
That's
even.
odd.
Oh, even. The one target you have.
Yes.
There-
So I
the
have
math over
0 is targets, not this guy. My commander, Endbringer. I have Hedron Archive, could draw me some cards. I have Thran Dynamo. I have
Endbringer's f***ing huge.
Yeah, but
Endbringer's doing work. It's drawing you cards, bro.
it has been mostly dealing with your huge board of creatures, but yes, it can draw me cards.
yeah.
I actually think
I have-
it's 50-50 at the moment.
I have a lot of draw power. I could do this every turn to also draw power. I mean, I don't draw this every turn. I don't have enough mana to do it, so I can still draw a card at least 1 here, at least 2 here, if I want to do 2 here. I could still get my draw power if I need it.
But they
This at
cost you
least,
resources.
speaking of costing resources, I'm gunning down these wizards before they get out of control.
That's true.
He's going to kill a wizard anyway with Endbringer. When you
Yeah.
when you target Endbringer.
Well, I can actually instead draw a card when you target Endbringer, because that's when I can no longer have it ever again. I think I might just draw a card. I think I went 1 for 1 instead of actually just pinging a wizard. But as long as it remains on the battlefield, I can keep pinging wizards.
That's true. But look,
You know what? If you target Endbringer, I'll make it so anything can't attack this turn. That's what I'll do.
Pinging wizards is my favorite slang for taking drugs.
there. Taking a drugs.
okay, you know what? We're not going to target Endbringer. You've made a very solid point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to target. What's something else?
Commodore Guff is the only other option.
That's on their battlefield.
on
That's
your
fine.
board.
The 2 targets for me, I think the best ones are Thran Dynamo because it is 3 colors.
Yeah.
It is this guy because you'll exile him, you won't get any manifests.
Yeah.
Manifests aren't even that good. I can't flip them unless they're creatures. I don't have the card that flips them anymore. Or Zhulodok, which is, he doesn't do anything if he's in the command zone until I cast him. He's going to cost me 8 to cast next time, and
Yeah.
then I'll have to cast a big spell.
And that
could be
will
worth it.
take half your resources.
What's up, Zhulodok?
Yeah. So it could be really relevant. I think this is better, obviously, because it does. But it also means that if I start putting counters on things, like there is a land called Ruins of Oran Reef, which allows me to put counters on creatures. And that
Is that the name of it?
yeah, Ruins of Oran Reef, which allows me
You
to
just
put.
look it up right now.
I looked up a gather on it in my hand, and it lets me put counters on colorless creatures, which allows me to put counters on him. He gets
Yeah,
bigger.
I'm going to.
But he's manifesting.
Oh,
The only thing he manifests.
Lightning
are
Greaves
creatures.
actually is also huge.
Oh, Lightning Greaves.
Yeah, I think Lightning
okay,
Greaves
we're going to go Lightning
The
Greaves.
more I think about it, Lightning
Yeah.
Greaves is actually the answer.
And then you know what, Dylan, buddy, you got some lands going on now. You
That
have.
doesn't look.
Just recast him,
he's-
bro.
You're not getting Endbringer now, so
He told,
He doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care anymore.
you don't care anymore.
no, I do care. I care a lot.
Can't
If you-
block
okay,
the wizard.
here's the other thing. If
Okay.
you don't kill Commodore Guff, he has to kill it with Steel Hellkite, which is what his plan is the whole time. So if you remove Commodore Guff, you're freeing up resources of Trent.
That's
Look,
a
I'm not going
solid
to attack
point.
Commodore Guff, Piper. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to attack Commodore Guff. I'm going to attack somebody and blob their permanents with the right CMC number that I want. I'm not going to attack
Well, you're not going to
Commodore Guff.
attack me, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to attack you. You know what? Maybe. I won't. I'm just kidding. Well, I will with other things.
Okay.
With other things, man. I'm just
Maybe.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I play. Look, maybe I will. You know what? Maybe I can just kill it myself. Yeah, that's a good point. No, he'll just block it with this. I can't kill Commodore. No, he'll just block it with this.
And then I lose this that I really want to keep.
Yeah, maybe. More than Guff? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you just let Guff die. You'll block with that anyway. No, or you won't block with it anyway. Either way,
If I kill Goff, are you gonna let me attack you?
No, I'm gonna. If you kill Guff, I'm gonna block and kill Anikthea.
I won't.
That's because you're freeing up resources for him.
Yeah. Obviously. In the sense that like when doing, but you're not targeting the 1/1 tapped wizard, bro.
You know what? I am gonna kill Goff. I'm gonna exile Goff.
You're angry that they didn't target a 1/1
No,
wizard
I'm
token.
angry because I'm angry because Smooth Talk and Trent got away with it again.
It's
Once
like
more.
Planeswalker versus a 1/1 token.
I'm just saying that it's not about the 1/1 token. It's about denying Trent, the guy who has won 90% of games this year on Hardcast.
Oh shit, that does go to my graveyard. I don't know if I get that back.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm gonna put Undo Spirit Dancer onto the battlefield.
That card's so good. That's an instant card. That is insane. What? Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna enter combat.
That's crazy.
And you said I could attack you.
Yeah, I did say
Yeah,
that. Go ahead, I'm not
you
going to stop
did.
you.
I remember
He
that.
didn't say he wouldn't block though.
I mean, to actually, Locky's free. What about? I didn't need to make a deal.
6/6.
Menace.
Great
Oh,
mummy.
Menace.
Oh,
yeah.
Menace. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
I didn't need to make any of those deals.
So we have now worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even have got yet Menace.
Menace.
Well, you can, look, if you attack me, I won't block it anyway.
How much health have I got? 18?
16.
16.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna.
I'll take 4. I'll take 4.
Or commander damage. Keep that in mind.
No. That's pretty good, dude.
Piper's now on the highest life total of 28.
Let's
Oh my
go.
god, Piper's on the throne?
I can make 2 cunning rhetorics.
I hate that so much.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Can someone at this table say rhetoric properly, please?
No.
Damn.
A cunning rhetoric.
I'm doing it just like, I knew for a fact you would eventually get there here. Yeah.
So I got 2 of these. They're both creatures. I don't know what this is for.
No, rhetorically.
Rhetorically, no.
No.
And then I'm gonna end my turn there. I'm gonna make a worm.
Worm time, baby! Best time of the day. Worm
I'm
time.
gonna kill a wizard. No, an untapped wizard. Right.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Interesting, not thrilling. I am going to activate Encore on Necrotic Sliver.
For 3 of any color.
That's going to cost me 3 of any color. And that's going to create 3 copies of Necrotic Sliver.
Woo!
One that has to attack Dylan, one that has to attack Trent, and one that has to attack Piper.
Yes, excellent.
Okay.
Bold choice with the cunning rhetoric out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go to combat.
Well, what about your side-up sliver? That'll draw you so many cards. Like,
No,
you can do
because
this.
before he goes to combat, he can sack this, pay 3 mana, sack this, and destroy something of yours.
You could do that anyway. Oh, I guess you could. Can't do both.
So
That's
you don't
cool.
have to
I'll
attack.
do, I'll do it after you guys declare blocks.
Well,
I go to,
if you do it before you attack Piper with it, the cunning rhetoric doesn't fire off, and
That's
she doesn't
correct.
get the top 2 cards of your deck.
No,
That's
I,
true.
I thought it was 3. It is 5. They can't do both. I thought they could do both.
well,
You
here's
are
what
right.
I'm going to do in that case. Let's pay 3. Let's blow up the one coming at Piper to destroy the cunning rhetoric.
One of my cunning rhetorics.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the other one is attacking Dill, and the other one attacking me. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then I go to combat and I declare those attacks because they're forced.
Yes. And that's 2 into each of us. So, I will. I'm scared of what you have now. Actually,
I'm gonna block with one of my wizards.
I'm gonna block with my Omarthus Ghostfire Initiate 5/5.
He's a 5/5.
Yes.
In that case, I will pay 3 and destroy this one.
Sacrifice
It's
it?
attacking, so it's tapped.
It doesn't need a tap to do it.
It doesn't need to tap.
Oh, I thought it had
Three
tap. I thought it
sacrifices
had 3
permanent.
tap.
No.
No.
So I blow it up.
Now, because this is blocking it, right? This is no longer being blocked by it. You could blow up anything you want.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that Endbringer.
Yeah.
I'm looking for advice from the
You
table.
should
but
absolutely shoot that Endbringer. If anything, you should have shot the Endbringer with the first one and then blown up Sandworm Convergence with the second. Or the other way around.
Possibly, yeah. That's a good
Because
option.
the Sandworm Convergence opens up Piper being attacked by people like Trent, but at the cost of cunning rhetoric.
I mean, I still attack him with other stuff.
I like reducing the number of cunning rhetorics on the field.
I was gonna say, if you bought the second Cunning Rhetoric, okay, I will not target you.
Don't
with
take
Endbringer.
that deal. Do
And
not take any deal with Trent right
I will
now.
attack Piper with my stuff and not you. I will not attack with you again.
Endbringer.
What's that? Targeting Endbringer.
Targeting Endbringer.
All right. Well, I'll respond by going this and these
Alright, then
two.
this goes on the stack.
That's correct. Well,
It's
this is still
sacrificed.
sacrificed as cost, actually.
It's still,
Oh,
it's still
okay.
gone.
Yeah, so still gone, but
But,
it's okay.
But the
Yeah, the
destroys
ability's
on
on.
I'm not
stack.
doing. I'm not doing anything impressive, people. I'm just going to tap my tomb to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 life before I lose a creature, and then I will also tap this to deal 1 damage to. Again, I'm just going to keep dealing with Dylan's wizards, but that can't happen anymore. Bing bong.
Oh, so sad.
I
that
know.
You can't help us so much.
I know, so bad.
I'm actually pretty
And
sad
then
about
that necrotic sliver is going to take out the wizard.
Take
that
out one
blocked.
wizard, yes. Which I believe I've already. No, I haven't.
All right.
My land for turn is going to be a Nomad Outpost. And then I will pass the turn, which causes this necrotic sliver to be gone.
What's
BDA.
Lockie's life total at?
Lockie's life total is 16.
All right. Well, you can't let that one just slide, unfortunately.
Yeah. That was for the good of the table, not for the good of the me.
So we've established. I will play a Pyrite Sanctum. It's me make legendary creatures into gods, and then I can sacrifice put an indestructible counter on target god. Pretty cool. I can make things into gods and then make them indestructible. It's kind of cool.
4.
If you leave him so that he has 4 life left, I can take him out and get a trigger. If you're looking at killing Lachy this turn.
You know what? That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Um,
Just leave him with 4 life left so that I can get a trigger and I don't need to attack anyone else. I like that. What's up, buddy?
Nothing.
No? Nothing?
Nothing.
You want to share with the class?
No.
Alright, it's your last time.
I will
Hey, that's my job to say that.
move to combat.
You get to say it all the
Yeah.
time.
You
This is
say
my
it all the
this is
time.
my moment.
6 sets of healing, 5 in the air at you, and 3, 10, 5 all at you.
Gravemother will block the 10.
Sure.
I'll take 8.
Yes. I can't really do much else in that respect. Dylan,
So
what's going on
looking
there?
down to 8.
Yep.
That's coming at me, and that's coming at Saheeli, yeah?
Correct.
I'll take 5, and Saheeli will die.
Yes.
I'm down to 18.
Put the girl down there too.
Main phase 2. I will pay 3 to destroy all your 3 CMC permanents. Or non-land permanents.
There's a land with a CMC 3, that's a problem.
That maybe could exist. You know what I mean? Things that are
I think it would be good.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think the design will eventually get to that.
Do the
Maybe,
flip,
actually.
Do the flip lands do the things that flip into permanents that are lands have the CMC of the land or the thing they flip into?
Like
the
the double-
land.
They're the land, the front side.
Yeah.
If they
But
have
it's-
no mana value on the back side, they have the mana value on the front side, and the front side of those is 0.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that like maybe if a Shire turns something into a forest, does like lose its CMC? That could be weird, right? Does it lose its CMC? Was it a CMC something
No,
land?
still CMC land.
There you go. There's a way to get to that.
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can't keep mana open. So I might as well leave 2 for this. I'll go with X as 12. Just want to confirm I got that correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what? 11. I'll leave the tomb open so I can get more life. So 11. And I will cast Endless One. Enters battle with X1 more counters on it. While it's on the stack, it is 11 CMC. So my Zhulodok will trigger, and I'll cascade twice. What does he hit? Ooh. All right, let's see what I get. Let's flip the cop card. It is Soul Ring. That was so cool. That was so epic. This is totally epic. And then I'll flip the next card. It is Transmogrifying Wand. All right. Let's go. That was epic, bro.
I love the 11
It does
CMC
come in with the
cascade
11
into the 1
counters.
drop. That's
And
fun.
that's, I think, up to 6 on Umatis. Ghostfire Initiate. This is a really pretty
I'll have
card.
a cascade with a total of 22, bringing out 4 mana worth of artifacts.
Very cool.
That's excellent, actually.
It was actually like super cool and awesome. I was like, yes, let's go.
Where are the Titans?
Where
Remember the Titans?
there is one that comes in the deck, which is pretty cool.
Which one comes in the deck?
Cause the Great Distortion does come in the deck, which is
Oh,
funny because
neat.
he was the one that was one of the 2 that was printed in the set. Which is funny
Yeah.
because not many of these cards come with cards printed in the set, but the Titan they reprinted in this set was the one that was printed in the set. They could put Emrakul in this deck, which wasn't in the set, and then reprint the other 2 Titans in the set. They're like,
They should have put the band Emrakul in there.
that's so funny. They should have done that. Yeah.
They should put the band Emrakul in the set, just
They
to
sh-
watch people in draft lose their minds.
They should have.
No,
They
that's
did that
not
in
Commander.
Double Masters, didn't they?
It's
They-
a commander shit, it's band and
Double Masters, maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it
Yeah,
wasn't
it
Double
was.
Masters.
It
yeah.
was because it's modern legal and it was
Exactly.
played in modern for quite some time.
Are
Less
cards
so much
Is
now.
it still modern legal?
Yeah,
Really? Interesting. I didn't know it was still modern legal.
it's just not played as much anymore.
Interesting. Okay.
It used to be how you counted mill decks.
Yeah, I mean, it was more like, you'd cast it with Tron. All right, so
And Eldrazi Tron's been pretty much nerfed.
it has been kind of pushed down. I just didn't think it was legal in modern. That's
Now
all.
the ring tempts you.
All right. I think that's really it though. Yeah, take it away, Dylan.
Orcish Bowmaster's trigger.
Speaking of modern, Orcish Bowmasters, obviously very powerful in every format it's in, right?
Yeah.
It has made Flump super strong in modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this recently. It's made Flump very powerful in modern, which is
Because
very
you could,
crazy.
if you like
you
heroic intervention Flump, and then you can just draw a card.
Yeah, if you make Flump
Blacksmith skill.
indestructible in any way, you can use Orcish Bowmasters to deal damage to it.
And then
which
each
draws
player
you a
draw a
card.
card, and then because an opponent just drew that other card, you
Yeah.
deal damage to Flump, then you each draw a card.
So you just have
And
more
play,
cards in your deck.
You play 63 cards in the deck,
Yeah.
and then you like play Orzhov, Bowmaster Flump. It's very funny. And you like Blacksmith Skillet, and then it's like, yeah, Indestructible Hexproof, and then wee, 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 wee.
Even if you don't have the indestructible on it, you can get 3 pings on Flump
Yeah.
and then send the 4th ping elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So you can just be drawing cards and have your opponent just draw cards and hemorrhage.
That's insane.
Do 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 do.
Do you have any
Just
open
line
flyers?
Flump good.
Nope.
Any open reach?
Flump good.
Hit you with JS Phoenix for 3.
Oh! I take 3.
And then 30.
Ouchie mama. Ouchie mama.
1, 2.
Zooey mama.
Zooey mama.
1, 2, 3. Dronos Masked Inquisitor.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, is he new?
I'm going to
He's a
neg
new
2
card,
him,
yeah.
Whoa.
and that happens twice. For each opponent, return up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls to its owner's hand.
Ah, okay.
Which one did you want there, Dom?
Is this exiled as a copy?
Yes.
Yeah, these are both exiled as copies.
So
Do
these
come-
don't exist anymore, right?
When they
if-
get bounced.
If you bounce these,
All right, I'm gonna bounce Sandworm Convergence.
I won't have too much of a way to deal with Trent. You know that.
Doesn't matter anymore.
That's what he's saying. He's like, he's been trying to get rid of this card because then I can attack you, is what he's saying. He doesn't want the still have that go with him.
Ah, so he's just
These-
helping Trent win now.
Not necessarily. We'll stop.
Those
He's
two.
just getting rid of those two, yeah.
And then
Makes
I'll
sense.
bounce the Construct and
Yep.
Steel Hellkite.
Yep.
And for you, you have nothing.
No targets. Tokens are gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ah!
So I will neg 2 again because why not? And I will bounce. How many is that by
Enough.
colorless
It's by
or
CMC.
non-creature artifacts?
Non-creature, which is enough. Plenty. It's plenty.
All right, then I'll bounce Zhulodok back to your hand.
I should respond to ages ago with the tomb. I'll do it now at least. Just gain 6 life.
And I will bounce.
I gained 6 life. Should have done when I had like more stuff on the battlefield, but oh well.
I'll still let you get the Anikthea trigger.
Yeah.
Bounce Anikthea.
But it can attack.
I
It can do it.
can get it from its attack
I know,
trigger.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Okay.
now you're
Yeah.
forced to spend other resources if
Oh,
you
it
want to
doesn't
kill Lachy.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, I can still kill Lachy.
yeah.
That's okay, but now you're not gaining benefits out of it.
Yeah, true.
Now you just have to kill me for the pride of murdering me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was always there.
What's Dylan's life total at?
18.
18. Well, now you can just attack Dylan with it all, see?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just kill me.
See, you don't
I
Well,
am
I don't.
become Death Destroyer of Dylan.
And then I just pass my turn because that's all I'm doing now.
Yep.
Now, Piper, consider the fact that there's a lot going on over here.
It's true. Yeah, you're not going to
And
they're
I
gonna attack Lockie for
understand
sure.
why
No
you
chance.
may want to kill me.
Yeah, look, I don't need to kill you anymore.
No, you don't.
because I you know, you're not a threat. You know, slivers are fine.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can multiply. It's all good. Like, you guys are fine.
You can play your whole graveyard times 3, yeah. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's nothing. It's like, you know, a bunch of flyers.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's not a huge amount though. I wouldn't be too stressed. Piper's at 28, so they shouldn't be stressed at all, right? Dylan, they should be scared, right? Of your big Sliver board, actually. You know what? The more I think about it. Sorry, I also did gain 6 life when I tapped my Tomb of the Spirit Dragon.
So Trent's on 36.
36. I have big life total.
Yeah.
And I have 1 blocker. Only the 1, little man.
You have a 2/2.
Oh yeah, I do have a little 2/2, my bad, sorry.
That
Forgot
could
all
be
that.
something much bigger.
It could be, yeah. What do you think? Actually, we know what it is because Trent flipped the Maze Mind Tome earlier in the game, so we knew what it was.
Oh yeah.
He just did it wrong.
I'm gonna pay 2 for Starfield Mystic. And I'm gonna pay 4.
Oh, 'cause it costs 1 less. Yeah, very nice.
You might have a look at this card.
Yeah, go for it. For Anikthea.
Now, you can either Anikthea, right, and get back a card times 2, or you can get 2 Aniktheas and get back 2 different cards. One of the Aniktheas will die, but you'll get back
Yeah.
2 different cards. Have a look at that before you
Why
commit
do you
to
get?
it,
This guy's
Why do you get
shoes.
2 Aniktheas?
right? Because enchantment enters, and she's an
Yeah.
enchantment.
Oh.
Yeah, so you get 2 Aniktheas. They'll each get a different exile,
Yeah.
but one of them will die. But it means 2 different artifacts. Sorry, 2 different enchantments, or 2 of the same enchantment. Both really good. This card's really good.
This guy's shoes don't look very comfortable.
No, he's wearing like jandals, right, or sandals.
And I'd say that, you know, the
Jandals.
diet on Theros is probably not great. Not a lot of calcium.
You'd be surprised,
You know.
actually. No. I reckon they got quite a bit of casting on Theros, yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do.
See,
actually.
I think that there would be quite flimsy people with bad breath. And then that would be a supercalifragilistic plagued by halitosis.
Yeah, there it is.
What a build-up. What a build-up.
I was like, bro, you can't just say that about Greeks. Like, you can't just say that. But now I'm following.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get 2 Aniktheas and get back these 2.
Ooh, very good.
Because while I will be milling Lachy again,
But then you're helping him. He's not going to kill you, really. Well, he's going to encore, which is going to kill you.
but then I can also exile any big threats that come out of that, right?
That's true, unless you use them next turn. But don't worry.
That's true.
I think you are still fine.
Yeah.
There's no more answers.
But I'm helping you, right? I didn't kill you. It's fine. We're buds, right? We're buds.
Of course.
Yeah, we're friends.
Why would I not be friends with you?
Exactly. I'm gonna put down my land for
What are
time.
you?
Before you
Trent?
put down the land, we each have to mill a card.
That's true.
A
You have to
card
build
with
3
3
cards.
cards.
3 cards.
Yeah.
Smoldering Marsh. Brood Sliver.
Those are all perfectly fine.
Ripped Sliver.
Forsaken Monument was my first card. Oof.
The Setessan Champion mill.
That's not great.
It's
But
okay.
you can get it
You
back.
can get it back.
Let's go. Oblivion Sower and Mindstone.
It's fine. Okay.
Oblivion Sower is fine. It doesn't do
Mindstoning
anything, but it's
these.
fine.
You can't say that. Oh, you can get 6/6 Vigilance Worms now.
It's true. I can get 6/6
So
Vigilance
spooky.
Worms, and I will do 6/6 Vigilance Worms. I think.
Nice.
Worms typically not that vigilant.
So I've heard, actually.
You can just
From you
step
just
on
then.
them. They don't expect.
They don't expect much, really.
Yeah.
They're worms.
They're worms. Worms for mayhem.
What
thank
blockers
you.
do you have up at the moment, Trent?
I have a 11/11 and a 2/2.
Okay.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
You look pretty in a 2/2.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I'm still probably going to attack you with the worms, Trent.
Okay.
You have a very big life total.
I'm
He
not going to
does.
disagree with that.
Yeah.
I will just trade with 1 and take 6.
Yeah.
Well, I won't even trade. I'll just lose 1. You just lose 1. But I'll just take 6. Yep.
Yeah.
Pink. I'll take 6.
And 30.
Then that'll be my turn.
What's that? I'm alive.
You are
You
alive.
are alive, yeah. You're awake and you're alive.
Just Connor in the corner.
Just him in the corner.
Alright. It's enough. Not because of copyright concerns with YouTube, but just because that hurts. Is still no card in your hand?
Yes. It's not in my phased out
It's,
zone.
it's not in your bizarre zone.
It's not in my phased out bizarro zone.
I will encore my Sliver Gravemother,
Yep, so 3
which
token
will
copies.
exile it, and then
What?
create 3 token copies.
Let's go.
One that must attack each of you. And then I'm going to go ahead and I believe I've got 5 colours up.
You do. You also do have that 5-mana Sliver in the graveyard that lets you draw cards when they deal combat damage. What else do you have in your graveyard? Do you mind if I look at your
That's true.
graveyard?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for
They
it.
have to deal combat damage to a player.
That's correct.
Do they have trample?
Not innately, no. But the RB, you can probably make, how much mana do you have? Only 5. You can give them all menace. Give them all flying. oh no, that's 4. I mean 5, sorry. See, it's dangerous. Your best Sliver's in the graveyard. Excuse me, a 5 mana, which is,
Which is exactly what I've got.
it is, but then it means you can't really make them very evasive, unfortunately.
I can't, but
You could force us to block them, which would be really good.
yes, that's true. I've got like a couple of whittle options that I can potentially combine. It's not great.
I can't block flying and menace. Trent can't block
I
flying.
can give them all flying and menace,
That's true.
which is
I can't
interesting.
block flying.
So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I am going to also do Cloud Shredder Sliver, which is going to give slivers that I control flying and haste.
Whoa.
Let's just
and
do
I'm
this.
also going to do Two-Headed Sliver, which is going to give them all menace.
This is a really cool, way you could play Slivers. Very new and very interesting. I like this a lot.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I'm just
really
gonna do
neat.
this. This is the sliver stack,
Yeah.
and that's them there.
You're going to want a lot of these if you're playing the deck, though, yeah.
Oh yeah. So one of each of these is coming at you, and I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to do the damn thing.
We each take 8.
Mm-hmm.
None of us can block, right?
I can't block.
Yeah.
All right, we take 8 damage each.
Enjoy.
All right.
And once again, I'm undefended.
I'm going to tap Investigator's Journal to draw a card and remove a counter from it. All right, was there anything else?
No, that's me.
I'm going to untap.
Just like having an impact on the
Alright,
game, you know?
So I'm
You know
on
what, I
10,
like that.
Piper's on 20, Lockie's on 8, and Trent's on 22.
Correct. Lay down a wastes. Is waste correct? You know what? No, I got barrier. I'll play a Forge of Heroes. That could do some cool stuff if I cast Zhulodok this turn. Zhulodok.
Things aren't looking good, Chief.
If Trent tries to take out, Trent can only take out one of us, because if he tries to take out both of us, he leaves himself too exposed to you.
Just make a lot of creatures. I can just gain a lot of life, so maybe. We'll have to see. Let's start with trying, we'll go tap this to draw a card, just to see what else I can get access to. We are just seeing lands, which is not where you want to be.
This game would have been like over, I think, if you hadn't have exiled, like if you hadn't have shuffled back the Pegasus into my deck.
But yeah, you would have won by far.
I would have already won, I think.
Would have been insane, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
Oh
Look,
no!
I'm just saying, you seem to have an issue with Trent winning, but like, you didn't say you had an issue with me winning.
I
Well, he
feel
did
like
because he removed it.
I feel like the one thing that I did to remove a single creature from that early in the game
Oh,
did
I
not
a
have much of
plan.
an impact as constantly letting Trent through.
See, yet I won't forgive you. You know?
6, and I'll cast Zhulodok Void
This is
Gorger.
what it is.
I have a
I know
plan.
that guy. He's like
So
a face commander for one of the new Commander Masters desks.
actually, he is.
I
He is
can't
actually.
believe he would dare to show his face around here again.
If I was like,
I'm gonna tap Transmogrifying Wand.
just like
Oh,
theoretically, if I
sorry,
wanted
this is
to
three
buy
charges.
some of those new Commander Masters cards when they come out, like,
Yeah.
in singles, where would be the best place to do it?
Would it be TCGsingles.store?
I think
I'm
it
gonna
might be
blow
actually.
Yeah.
up Metalwork
TCGsingles.store.
Colossus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently, if you use the discount code VG Live, you get 5% off your order.
Wow.
Or they also have a discount code of Leyline to get 10% off your first order.
That's very
That's bonkers.
Crazy.
That's
gonna give
wild
myself
and goofy.
You got Ox, bro.
By getting rid of Metalwork Colossus. Could have
Got
tackled this turn,
Ox.
but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna just do it this way.
I'd probably visit that website right after I subscribe to Board of Games, the new board game podcast hosted by Lachlan Albert.
I'm subscribed to that actually. I watched an episode. It was pretty fun. I didn't really get any of it. No, it was really fun.
I didn't understand it, but I watched it.
So I just like listening to that Lockheed person just talk. It's really fun.
Subscribe right now.
Soothing voice.
Alright, slow down there. Alright, so I'm I'm going to blow up Metal Colossus. That's the important part.
Be careful leaning on the table. You'll knock it out.
I'll do what I want.
I'm going to blow up the Investigator's Journal and a Thought Vessel. Sacrifice these to get this back to my hand. 4, 8, 11.
Dylan's regretting
I'm
inviting
going to
me on
cast
the show.
Metalwork Colossus.
One of the great things about
And then
having
trigger Zhulodok.
this kind of streaming setup is when you can look over and see the
Perilous
producer
fault.
Googling Lightning McQueen as you're doing your thing.
I'm going to cast Bane of Balaged. So I get Perilous Vault and Bane of Balaged. Then
So it's Exilator right there.
Ka-chow, baby.
Exile later.
Exilator too.
Yep.
I hate that. I really hate that. I mean, I really friggin' hate that.
I really freaking sweet, Lois.
Peter.
Peter. Alright, so
That was so good. It wouldn't have been funny except for how good it was.
Piper's life total?
20.
20. Your life total's 10, right?
10, Lockie's is 8.
Oh my.
Homie.
This,
yeah.
and this are the only things that can attack.
I know that. I know that. I played all these cards this turn, Dylan. I know what can attack.
Marge is so funny.
I love
She's
Marge.
brilliant. At
I
times
love
like this,
Marge
all you
so
can do is love.
Remember when she gave Lisa homemade Pepsi and she said it's a little thick but the price is right?
Same.
I'll crump with you, sweetie pie.
You could take this potato.
That got a counter too, by the way.
Oh yeah, it did. Oh yeah. They both did.
2 different types of
Remember
counter.
that time that Marge was inadvertently responsible for the creation of grunge music?
Yeah. Remember how Kermit caused 9/11?
I do.
No, we're not doing that now. What we send each other on TikTok, Lucky does not come to this podcast.
Damn, I want to get on this TikTok.
Like you sent me just one thing and I was like, yeah, that's it. Gates are open.
I have seen
That's
that meme
canon,
though.
though.
Yeah, no, I have
It's
seen
canon.
that. Yeah.
But it is canon.
It is canon. Yeah.
Just so we're clear. We're
Uh,
not making shit up.
Yeah. I think it'd be really funny if you bleeped out what he said there, and then
Yeah.
everyone is left just
Just the
wondering
context
what
on
the
that.
hell we're talking about.
Something that's canon but not acceptable to talk about.
Yeah.
hope they do. I'm in the weird position. I obviously can kill Dylan because he has
The
no
weird
life total at all.
position?
I can kill Lachlan as well, who doesn't have any. I don't know
Not a
what
lot of
hand.
glory in that right now.
Exactly right. And Piper I can't interact with.
Nope.
Not really. But I want to have available blockers as well, and I could just perilous vault if things get too out of control with Piper. I don't have a lot of stuff in my hand that can translate from perilous vault, but I did leave the steel hellkite in here because I needed the cards to come back. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, now, ladies.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold. All right, I said what's cooler
Damn it.
than damn it. I don't really want to lose
Hey-o.
creatures because I need one gain life. All right, Dylan's coming at you, and Lachlan is going at you.
It's 2.
Just 2 damage.
Yeah, thrilling.
I will block the 11/11 endless
Splendid.
one without trample with my 1/1 wizard.
I will, after blockers are declared, I will tap Forge of Heroes, which will do this. Which will do this.
Excuse me. What?
I can put a 1/1 counter on a commander that entered this turn, and then when I put a counter on this, he gets a counter, which will be lethal.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
And then that is Piper's turn, because I can't really do anything else, I think.
And I take 2.
And you take 2.
Thrilling stuff.
Well,
Hey,
There-
that's something everyone can enjoy.
it gets to the point where Colorless is just attacking with big creatures. It does get to that point eventually. And we did hit like very little off of our cascades, even though we sacrificed a lot of cards for it. We could try it again next turn by blowing it up and bringing it straight back. It's interesting that the one Colossus stuff is happening. It's interesting. At least it's not like a Ashnod's Altar or something. That'd be too crazy, but that'd be too high quality a reprint, wouldn't it?
Can't reprint good cards, Trent.
How dare you? How dare you reprint good cards ever? Okay, wizards. My commander is an 8/5 now, by the way, Piper, just for reference.
They should have a new reserved list that's just all the cards that are playable. What? It's a great idea.
Controversial statement.
That's so funny. That's so funny. They should do that. That's what they did to the WoW TCG, actually.
Oh yeah.
That's such a hot take, though. I'm.
Isn't that just like every LCG?
Just go the other direction.
Oh,
Just go
also,
the
I
other
get to
direction.
exile. I get to exile things from graveyards.
Tarot cards from graveyards.
Yeah.
Ah!
You know what? No more reprints.
I'm gonna have a look at your graveyard.
No, I don't know if I can get anything out of the graveyard, but you're welcome to take whatever you
Yeah,
want.
I don't think.
This is where there is that one card and I draw it and I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, sorry, I didn't know.
Like, I don't think that there's
The
anything.
Kozilek. Put the Kozilek in there, right?
Uh,
Or is it the Oath Gatewatch one?
it's the Earth Gatewatch one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. If it was the, yeah, I know, right? It's the one that's like in the set. I know. That is funny though, yeah. If it was like the,
Not
if
Butcher
I could
Truth.
shuffle them back, not Butcher Truth, no. If I could shuffle my graveyard back, then yeah,
No,
that's different.
your graveyard.
Why are you taking anything? Like, this is just a waste.
I'm exiling.
It happens. Like it's happened. by
Yeah,
definition.
yeah, I know. But if you're taking something out of Lockie's graveyard, like it's a waste. You can just straight up murk him because he's on 6 life.
But I don't want to. What if I need his help to kill Trent?
They don't
I can't.
exile his graveyard.
I can't kill Trent this time.
Then don't exile anything from his graveyard.
I was
yeah,
making sure there was nothing too scary.
That's true. That's true. He could just turn around and kill you, which is a good point.
Yeah.
I'm not killing Piper before Trent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just exile 2 creatures. I'm gonna exile Endbringer. And that one.
Endbringer.
Yeah.
Those
And I'll
seem
gain
like
2
the-
life from that as well.
Those seem like the strongest ones. You will, yeah.
Cool, 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 cool.
Yeah, Piper definitely could just like take out Lachlan right now. That'd be really funny.
That'd be
I'd go,
hilarious.
hee hee.
That'd be pretty poggers, I tell you that.
That'd be such a waste. Kill him. You're so funny, Dylan. You're so funny. Just kill him. Knock him
Well,
down.
no. It's
I'm
just,
just playing.
it's just an absolute waste. If someone's on their last legs, like.
Yeah. You never know.
I'm gonna
Oh.
play the Many of Dominaria.
Oh, Secret Saga deck.
I'm gonna get 2 of those with Ondu Spirit Dancer.
Oh shit. Okay. That's good.
And then I have
Oh,
I
that's
have
good.
I have the copy token.
Let's go. Oh, that's awesome. What? It's gonna be really powerful too. And you get to get 2 creatures out of your graveyard. You get mill 4 cards, you get 2 creatures. You good. That's a tested champion, baby.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go,
oh.
dude.
That's why it's on the top.
And then I'm going
And
to.
that only cost you 4, is that correct?
Oh yeah, it did only cost me
What?
4. You're right.
Insane. That's so good.
I remember that.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I'm gonna mill 2 cards. It says non-aura. That's right.
I do be saying that.
Yeah. And then I'll add Tessin Champion back to my hand. And then for the second one, it's okay. We're just making the next one better.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I will get.
This is if somebody like stifles the first one, then like the second.
What
one's
next
insane.
one?
That's it. Like they both get the lands out of the graveyards, right? So if someone stifles the first one, stifle Sliver, and then.
And I'll also get Scythus back as well.
I was talking with a friend recently. I was playing a game, and I was talking about how powerful the new Sauron is as commander, the new structure deck one that's like the Lord of the Rings. And I was talking to him, and I was like, dude, like nobody plays Stifle in Commander, so I feel like even though like the Dark Lord is a very powerful card, and it's probably the more powerful card, don't sleep on the Lord of the Rings, because having a cast trigger and that being the more important part means your opponents rarely can interact with it, and they're going to let the 9/9 resolve. It's like, well, the good thing just happened, right? And if they get rid of your 9/9 Trampler, you get a big creature out of the graveyard anyway. It doesn't matter. And then I trick binded it when he cast it. And he was not happy with me. He was like, oh, no one plays Stifle effects, hey? I was like, look, some of us do, all right? Some of us play Stifle effects for this exact reason.
I'm going to put down some Tessin Champion.
Let's go.
Then I will enter Com. I think I'm going to play a land first.
Boat? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Play a land first. Put
Oh my gosh.
counters on all of my little guys.
They're all getting bigger.
And yeah. Cool. Now they all have vigilance, which is sick. Very cool. And then I'm going to.
These are both 5/5s.
Those are both 5/5s with menace, which is pretty neat. So it's
Yeah.
5/5.
That's very dangerous.
7, 4, 6, 5.
Yes.
How much life do you want?
22.
How many blockers do you have?
I have 4 blockers.
Okay.
I could gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 life.
Mm-hmm.
I could also exile all non-land permanents.
So right now it feels like there's
That puts him back too. Don't
It
forget
does.
that.
It does put me back too.
right now it feels like there is a semi-truck going head-on into a train going full speed.
Yeah,
And I am standing in the middle, buck naked.
it's true. It's true.
So, can you do 29?
I don't think I can because he can exile all non-land permanents.
Well, can you without me doing that? That's the question, really.
If he exiles all non-land permanents, he loses all his mana ramp,
All my rocks.
Yeah.
all his rocks, his transmogrifying wand. It's exile, right? His Metalwork Colossus is gone for good.
Yeah. Let's see.
He
7,
doesn't get his Ghostfire Initiate trigger.
It's true.
It's just as bad for him. The only result is he hasn't died yet,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Which is
7.
the thing is that I
4
will
is
have to do it. Is
11.
What he's saying.
Yeah. 11, 6 is 17.
Cowboy magic, make him have it.
17 plus 5 is 22. 22 plus 5 is 27. 27 plus 5 is 32. I can
Yes.
deal 32 damage.
You talked with everything, yes. You will. I'll have to exile everything if you do that, yeah.
I just got the Setessa champion now.
It's true. It's true. Not fun, but you'll have to do it, I think. Otherwise,
If that's your
otherwise,
thought process, then Trent's gonna win.
well, that's
Well,
not what they're saying.
I'm
They
just
explain the
upset that
situation.
I-
Yeah, I know.
They know
Yeah.
what's up. They know what's up.
I
Yeah,
will-
because like next turn I will pop the Omatis, right, which make me 7 manifests, and I'll gain much more life.
I'm
so
going
you-
to attack everything.
Yeah, and then I'm going to tap these. I do like. Can I draw a card first as well? Can I do both? To do it, no, I can't do both. So I'm going to have to gain my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 life. So gain 7 life, and then I will
Trent on to 29.
exile all non-land permanents with Perilous Vault. Which sweeps up all the non-land permanents.
Because how many lands do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lands. Sorry, 9, 10. 10 lands.
10 lands? In a colorless Eldrazi deck, that's not a lot.
Yeah. It's not. I'm not happy that I lost my whole board. No, that is true. I can recast Zhulodok though. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. I'm like
The
sad.
key is you can cast him, but you can't get the benefit of him.
Not the same turn. No.
Alright, well, I'm going to then.
What was that manifest card?
It was Mace Mind Tome. It was still that card.
I'm going to pay 2 for Scythus and then pass.
All right.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Take it away, Lachy.
And Lucky's still on
let's-
6.
Something. I'm still here. I'm still playing a little game. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get Mummy Milkers out. Then I've
Do you have to
got
bleep that?
Grave Milkies.
I got 3 up. I could make
It also sounds like
4
Grandmother, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
a bit weird.
I'm
A little
also
bit, yeah.
going
Grandmother.
to tap 3 for Hollowhead Sliver.
That's so cool.
Slivers I control have tap and discard a card to draw a card. And then my land for turn is going to be an Opulent Palace.
Very
I'll
nice.
pass.
Draw. Play a waste for the turn.
Draw another land.
No, I drew Kozilek the Great Distortion. And I
With
have-
that full grip
with
you
that
have?
full grip I have, yeah. Well, I have a full grip of cast to discard to Kozilek. But for now, I will just recast my commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will recast Zhulodok. And then I will...
You don't have to wear the hat anymore.
True.
Get it off me.
Get it out of here.
Get it out of here. Thank
You
you,
need
Connor.
to. You need to puff your
Yeah.
I know. And then I will... I will give him a 1/1 counter. He's an 8/5. I'll pass the turn. I'll discard for size. I no longer have a Thought Vessel. Well, I didn't before, but that's okay. I drew cards earlier. So let's go discard
Untap,
wastes
upkeep, draw.
and... I guess Mage Ring Network. It's a bit slow nowadays.
Let's see. She costs 9.
Yes.
You have 10.
I have 11, because I got Fortified Village, and then I'll reveal a Canopy Vista from my hand. That's fine, because I can play her, and then I'll get something out of it. And then I'll also draw a card off Scythus. That's fine. So I'm going to play her with 3 land remaining after the fact.
3?
Yeah, because I just put another land down.
Yeah, but you had
10.
You had 10.
She costs 9, so 2 money. Getting your life drawing a card.
Getting a life drawing a card.
Well,
I'm so
Five
sick
out
of
of 23.
drawing lands, bro.
yeah, you and me both, buddy.
And then
That's right.
get a Dreadhorde Invasion.
Ooh. Alright, so now you can start making those a mass.
Yeah. Cool.
Wait till Lockie starts amassing too.
And then I'll pass the
I
turn.
dreamed a dream of time gone by. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. We're gonna get. Oh, that's a lot of text. Let's worry about that later. forest for turn. Then I'm going to go ahead and encore. First thing I'm encoring is a brood sliver. So this is going to cost me 5. Here's 5.
Yeah.
So this says, whenever a sliver deals combat damage to a player, its controller may create a 1/1 colorless sliver creature token.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go ahead.
Pass me the copy tokens.
I sure can. And from hand, I am going to cast a Cleaving Sliver
Let's go.
for a total of 4. This one's going to give all the slivers I control +2/+0.
Okay, very exciting.
And then I will also...
Give them flying.
I'm actually going to give them First Strike by encoring my Striking Sliver.
Very cool.
And I'm also going to go ahead and use my Crypt Sliver to give them all tap to regenerate target sliver.
Most importantly, we're going to make a lot of little slivers.
That's the idea. So, currently there's 3 coming at each of you. A 5/3, a 3/1, and a 3/1, all with First Strike.
11. Someone knocked one. So it's 11 all up.
Yeah. I will block the big. It's 5 toughness. I guess I'll just block one of the smaller ones, and
To
take the
Keep it
remainder.
alive.
Yeah, I can't lose my commander here.
So you'll take 3.
Plus
5, 8.
I'll take 8.
Take 8 with 2 hitting you.
Yep. So you make 4 sliver tokens.
Oh well.
Well, not copies, right? Do you have little tokens? Like colorless sliver tokens? You should do.
Yeah, that's these.
Surely. Yeah. So you put those
Yep,
down,
just
right?
put one
Yeah.
down. And then you get 4 of them.
Minimum
Minimum.
before Piper starts blocking.
So we've got the 3-3-1-1-1-1.
Yes.
5/5,
5,
3/1, 3/1.
and they have
5,
first
3.
strike.
They
5,
have
3,
First
3,
Strike
1,
and +2/+0.
Okay.
Yeah. First strike being very important. You can't
Right.
trade with them.
Yes.
Unless you have more toughness.
I will block with one of them with a 4/4,
Yes.
and then I will.
Take 8.
Take 8.
Okay, yeah.
So let's
Piper
make
down
another
to-
4 of these little slivers.
No, I should have killed him.
Probably, yeah.
2.
That's alright.
minus 8,
This is the
14.
sliver dilemma.
Why don't I just put those up?
In the combat, they are sacrificed, and these are all exiled.
And I'll just have that ready to go so I can tap some boys. Exile. So now I actually have board state now, which is exciting.
Very
I'm going to
exciting.
go ahead and tap this one.
Does it have haste?
They don't have haste.
Oh, so I can't tap them to activate abilities.
Not just yet,
Cool.
no.
Yeah.
That's fine then. That'll be a past turn.
Alright, I will untap and start my
What I'm
turn.
gonna do
Whoa!
is slide this under, so if I have to tap any,
Okay.
then I can just transfer dice.
Yep.
So I have 5,
Good hit.
10, 11. It's very good, yeah. And he's got 8 3/1s, so we're in a very bad position, unfortunately.
Yeah, not good, not good.
That's okay. What are you going to do? I got attacked with everything last time. I'm going to play my Bonder's Enclave as my land for the turn. Not anything exciting.
Now, what is this card that I drew to?
Is it the red one that does a lot of text?
I think if it's got a lot of text and it has flashback, it might be green. I'm
That
going
would
to.
be correct.
There you go. Look at that. I'm going to.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't do much. I think I might have to attempt to cast this. It doesn't really do enough, unfortunately. Bit of a weird situation.
That's quite okay to play.
Yes.
It's quite bad. Quite powerful, yes.
With yeah,
a 3?
with 11 slivers on the board.
I hate being the only one not knowing what we're talking about.
It's a new card. Have a look.
And
1, 2, 3,
two and
4,
green.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
It's-
10. If you explain it to them, then they might as well have read it. I'll cast Kozilek, the Great Distortion.
Basically, it puts slivers in my
I will trigger to
Nice.
draw a card, and then I'll trigger to cascade. So I'll draw a card first. Okay. Well, I'll cascade twice. Well, I'm going to cast Calamity of the Titans.
If you want to support us here at Hardcast, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get the bell on to get notified every time a new video goes live.
So I can reveal a colorless creature card from my hand and exile each creature in Planeswalker with mana value less than the revealed card's mana value. Yes! 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 All right. I will reveal. It has to be less than that, so I'll reveal a 6. and I exile all 6 or less CMC creatures and planeswalkers.
That'll do it.
Oh, I was
This
spooked
game's
out.
gonna go on forever.
No, less than 6.
Is 6 or less?
Mana value less than the reveal
Mana
card's
value.
mana value. Yeah, dude. Then I'll cascade again.
Graveyard.
Yes, I know. I'll cast Endless Atlas. There we go. Okay. Viper. 8 damage.
I take 8.
Down to 6.
Go ahead, Piper.
Piper and Lockie both on 6. Trent on 21.
That was probably one of the better cards in the whole deck to hit with that card. That was very good. And I had to have the 6 in my hand.
If that put Piper down to 6, I'm actually
Wait, didn't they take 8 and they were on 14? Oh yeah, Trent can't
Yeah.
count. Trent
I'm
can't
actually
count.
going to choose for that to go there instead of to the graveyard.
That makes sense, yeah.
Why?
Because it was exiled otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't go to the graveyard, it should be exiled, I'm sorry.
No, but it exiled it.
Yeah, including all those other ones in the graveyard.
So
Sorry.
these ones will actually.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Oof and doofa.
I know.
Helps if you pay attention to the game.
Yeah. helps. Dude,
I am dead no matter
How
what.
insane.
Can I read the Kozilek again?
Yes. How insane are all of the Eldrazi cards? How insane are these new Eldrazi cards? Like,
What
it's
are the
crazy.
odds you're gonna be? What are the odds you're gonna have a 4-drop in hand?
It feels strange that you have to
Pretty low.
you have to buy this deck for realistically like 3 new Eldrazi cards that are really good for Eldrazi tribal decks.
That doesn't feel strange at all to me.
To be fair, it's a little bit more than 3. I think most of, if not all of the new cards are very powerful in colorless decks.
I'm gonna
They're all
cast
very,
Binding
very
of the Old
powerful.
Gods.
Oh,
Saga that says destroy target non-land permanent an opponent controls its first one. Then I can search the library for a forest, put onto the battlefield tap for a second one, and then all creatures I control gain death touch until end of turn for the final one.
Are you nuking
whoa. I discard Solemn Simulacrum, which costs 4 CMC to counter that spell.
I pass. Couldn't let me have it.
It's so
Couldn't let you blow up
solemn.
Kozilek, no. Couldn't let you blow up Kozilek, no.
Alright,
That's me.
yeah, it's you, Lucky.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Let's go, baby. Let's try to build a board state. The Trent can't kill in a single turn. It's not going to happen.
Well, hey, I can't do it again. That card's gone. I do not think there's a way to get any of these cards
Yeah,
back.
but I mean, Kozilek's a problem for me,
Yeah, huge.
considering the fact that he is a 12/12. He is strong
Doesn't
enough
have
to kill
trample.
one
And
of us.
he has
Yeah,
menace,
that's
so you can make 2 or more creatures and I can't kill you.
So that's really the plan. I'm going to start with a lava. No, I'm not. I'm going to start with a blade sliver here. So all slivers I control get +1/+0. Yeah, and 2. Different from the one I cast before, technically. I'm going to go ahead and get out a lava belly sliver. So sliver creatures I control have, when this creature enters the battlefield. Why didn't I do that the other way around?
Do you want to do it the other way
Yeah.
around?
Dumb as hell. Yeah, let's do it the other way around.
Yeah.
So I cast this for a
3, correct?
white, a red, and a black. And then for 2 and a red, the blade sliver. So the first trigger is going to be Trent. And the second trigger is going to be Trent. And then I will gain 2 life.
Do I have any 3-drops? I mean, I choose not to use my 3-drops.
Sure.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go ahead and, what have I got up? 6.
So just checking Trent's on 19 and Lockie's on 8.
Let's get out. Rigorimal biologist. This will make, there's definitely all 5 there, right? Green, black, blue, red. Hang on, I can do this. White,
Yep.
green, black, red, blue.
Perfect.
Done.
Perfect.
There we go.
So this is interesting because it's as it enters, you choose a creature type. So before it's entered the battlefield, you can choose a creature type, and then it'll enter as that creature type.
I think I'm going to pick Sliver.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to then have it deal 1 damage to target player or planeswalker and gain a life. Bang bang!
Oh! That's pretty cool. I do like that now your slivers are now slivers.
All my slivers are slivers, which is
Pretty
useful.
cool.
See, that's the misdirect of that card. You want to pick slivers with it so that you're like, if you're running, when you build this deck up, if you're running things like Seaborn Muse and all that, like they're also all slivers.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
And like, what's it, Eternal Witness is a
If you put
sliver
any
too.
changelings in the deck, then those are slivers now too.
That's pretty good, actually, yeah.
They're slivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Over to you, Trent.
All right, I will untap, Upkeep, I will draw.
It's been an honor playing with you, gentlemen.
I will play a land for turn. It'll be Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, which lets me tap for 2 colors because I have 7 or more lands, but only on color spells. And then
That's exciting for you.
Hey, Lachy, just a question.
I should
Did
draw a
you
card.
have that in your hand last time?
No.
I will draw a card with Endless Atlas. Alright.
I understand what you're asking. No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will cast Dreamstone Hedron, which gets me more mana. And draws me cards, that's the idea really, actually. And then I will go with 4. I'll cast another new card, insane new card, Abstruse Archaic. 4 mana, 3/4 vigilance with pay 1 and tap, copy target, activate, or triggered ability you control from a colorless source. You may choose new targets for the copy, so we can copy the Zhulodok, trigger, Cascade, 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 Cascade. Well, I guess the card technically is the Cascade trigger, but whatever. You can copy that if I want to. Combat. I will
Wombat combat.
Wombat combo. Wombat combat.
Is that not 2 separate instances of Cascade, so you would only get Cascade, Cascade, Cascade?
I get 3, yeah, not 4. I must have misspoke. Yeah, I get 3. So I will. This guy. I know, crazy. I will combat. I will attack you, and I will of course attack you, Piper, for 8 damage. And you have 2 blockers.
I'll put the Blade Sliver in front.
It has menace, unfortunately, mate.
I will put the Rugarumal also in front.
Perfect. All right, that is the end of my turn. Take it away, Lachy.
All right. Ready for me to go out with a whimper, not a bang?
Well, if you can make 2 more creatures.
Probably, considering I can use For the Ancestors. That's
Oh.
an exciting new card. I
It
get to
is.
choose a creature type with it. I think I'm going to go with Slivers. I'm going to look at the top 6 cards in my library and reveal any number of cards of the chosen type. The rest randomly go on the bottom of my library, but the ones that I reveal go into my hand.
That's amazing.
And there's a Sliver, there's a Sliver.
Amazing.
Cheap slivers.
Cheap Slivers, that's what we're looking for.
Ah, yes.
All right, so For the Ancestors will go back into the graveyard. When we're laughing at his hand, that's always a good start, right?
No, my
Can't do anything.
My Kozilek's discards are 4, 5, 6.
Oh, wonderful.
And you use the 3 cost to card play 2. You get 2 3 costs.
Yep, that's good stuff. That's what we want. Let's go ahead and go.
I'm gonna die in the lava belly.
Good.
I'm so excited. A black and 2 will get me a Siphon Sliver, which gives creatures I control lifelink. So that is going to deal 1 damage to your face and gain you 1 life.
Two
It's actually
life.
getting
And
good
gain me
life.
another life
Yeah.
because the damage comes off lifelink.
Oh
right?
my god, yes, dude. Let's go.
Let's
Then
go.
we're gonna get
It's all happening now.
red, 1 and 2. It's gonna get me a Spiteful Sliver. So that says whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to player or planeswalker. On all slivers. The lava belly text is going to ping you for 1 and gain me 2. You left me alive, my friend.
Like Icarus, we flew too close to the sun.
Oh, you know,
Make a red and
it was worth it.
3 and give all my slivers +2 as well and ping you for 1.
Hang on. He has a response.
I will discard Mystic Forge with Kozilek to counter the 4 mana spell.
Whoa, no way. It's almost like you told me you had that.
Damn it, he says.
No! All right, that's turn.
I will untap. I'm in a very bad way now.
You're on 16,
16, so...
so I'm pretty sure you.
And what am I on?
You're on 13.
If I attack you with, at the moment, I die. Alright, so untap, upkeep,
Oh, you can just
draw,
attack him with Kozilek.
and then I die.
Okay, because
Because
it's
he
2.
hits
It's
me back
2.
for, I deal no damage to him. He hits me back for 12.
Yeah, and then you go down to 4.
And he goes up by 12. I could do that, yeah.
you could do that.
I could do that, yeah.
That's really powerful.
But then he
though, if you
loses
do
the
do that.
lifelink.
That
and
is
the
true.
lava belly.
Oh, I know.
And then Troy
Alright.
loses the game.
It's true.
And so did all you viewers at home. You lost the game.
Oh, true.
Oh, come on.
You have to do
Piper.
that.
I'm going to sacrifice Dreamstone
What are
Hedron.
you, 6? And
To
in
draw 3
2008?
cards.
Yeah.
In response,
I'm trapped there
I'm
actually.
going
I
to
need
copy
help.
the activated ability of Dreamstone Hedron because it's a colorless source to draw 6 cards.
I'll have you know, I was 9 in 2008, actually.
That was pretty close.
Yeah. You were.
I
It's
was
horrible at this guy.
I was
No, I was older than
I was
that.
like 2008.
No, wait, no, I was older than that. I was
2000
11.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's still bad.
I was 13.
I was doing live
I
music.
turned 13.
Oh my god. I started my first career in live music. In live music production.
I was in grade 5.
I was a roadie.
Yeah, I was in grade 8.
Nice. I went to like a marine biology thing in grade 5 with my teacher, and we got to dissect fish, and I found a parasite in the brain of the fish that I dissected.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Do you think
That's
that's
sick.
part of why you are the way you are now?
potentially, yes. It was a very warping experience for a young mind. Yeah.
Oh, I think Lachy was Lachy was implying that perhaps the parasite had jumped ship, so to speak.
Oh, I meant emotionally as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Two things can be wrong with a person.
I want to go home.
He's so nice when he's mean
Can
to
I?
you, though, right?
Can I go home?
No, you have to stay here with me.
Oh,
Just past 3 hours.
I want to go home.
I'm gonna pay 2.
Mom, come pick me up.
Tap
Lucky's
into
bullying
Tyrite
me.
Sanctum.
Can we get McDonald's on the way home,
Yeah.
please?
I'm gonna make Kozilek
I want
a god,
cheeseburger.
and I'm gonna not of this world. So I'm gonna counter a spell or ability that targets a permanent I control, and it costs 0 if this permanent was power 7 or greater. I'm gonna cascade twice.
Okay.
Okay.
I cast into Palladium Mirror. I go Soul of New Phyrexia. Okay.
You can do all this complicated math, or you can pretend not to be a threat and then just create a massive board of slivers. It's up to you, players at home.
That's true. I'm not gonna lie, the Gravemother is actually very freaking cool.
Gravemother's so cool. I was kind of unimpressed when I first read Gravemother, because my thought was like, well, you want to have all your slivers on the field. So I'd much rather have, you know, one of the alternate commanders in here that gives you all your slivers indestructible. Like, that feels like a much better way to go. But in playing her, you find out that it allows you to pull these wild threats out of nowhere, stack a bunch of sliver effects on top of each other. Yeah, really, really neat.
It's insane. It's so good. I love this deck a lot. I was laying on this a little bit earlier. I was like, yeah, it's interesting how this deck kind of goes off. Like, a lot of the slivers are already very good, and the weird part about it is that, like, in Commander, not having multiples of them is kind of the weird part, the part that makes it very hard to, play the game. But, this kind of gets past that, obviously, absolutely. And most importantly, like, it just fixes all of your mana.
Yeah.
It fixes all of your mana because they're generic cost. It doesn't make their encore cost their mana cost. I am going to...
It does get a little bit less effective at this point in the game when
Discard for
Encore only
size.
makes one token.
Exactly. No, exactly, definitely. I'm going to discard for size.
Alright,
Take it away.
let's untap that big stack and draw a forest, baby! But that's okay because we've got some nonsense to do. One,
That was,
two,
sorry, my apologies. I have an Urza's
three,
Tower on the bottom of my library from the Cascade earlier.
5 colors plus 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to get me
CMC still 5.
money.
Kozilek the Great Distortion will discard Geode Golem, a 5 CMC card to counter the Sliver Gravemother.
It's counted. So it can go to your graveyard.
You can go to your
I can go to my graveyard. Which then I have 5, which I can tap to Sliver Gravemother attacking you.
Which is an ability.
It is an ability. I'm not stop. I understand. I know.
Sorry, I was just making sure. I was explaining
So
things.
to step this out,
Yep.
because it got counted, I send it to the graveyard. Then it has its own encore of 5, which I pay the 5 generic to activate its encore ability. It exiles itself. When it exiles itself, just put it in the command zone,
That's super powerful.
and it creates a copy of itself that must attack each turn.
It drains me for 1 and you gain 2 life.
Drains for 1, I gain 2. And then this copy of Sliver Gravemother, which is not legendary because, it is legendary, but the legend rule doesn't apply to slivers I control. But it doesn't matter because that's not in the battlefield anyway.
They both on 15. 15 only.
And so that's coming at you for 6 with lifelink.
Do you say 6 or do you block it?
And remember, whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player or planeswalker.
I will declare a blocker with Kozilek the Great Distortion. and I will
Okay.
respond.
Okay.
And I will cast Spatial Contortion. Target creature gets +3, -3 toughness until end of turn. Targeting Spiteful Sliver.
Which is going to blow up the Spiteful Sliver and remove that line of text
Correct.
about the dealing
Damaging me
damage.
back.
Yeah.
Then it will kill your creature.
Oh no.
You will gain 6 life from the lifelink.
Yes. And I will pass the turn.
I will pay 3 to flash out Skittering Cicada. This card is super strong. Also, new card. I think all these new cards with the Elder Dragon deck are ridiculous. So you may cast color spells as though they had flash. Whenever I cast a color spell, until I have turn, it gets +X, and trample where X is its mana value. I just tap this for that? I don't think I did. Whatever, doesn't matter. All right.
Also,
so
is like rhetoric wrong, or is it just like like an enunciation thing?
rhetoric, I think, is objectively correct.
Yeah, I've never heard someone say rhetoric.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Rhetoric.
Then I will untap
I
the
mean,
turn.
he could be being rhetorical.
It is a statement.
Yeah, I said words.
That is a statement, yeah. It's not begging for a question.
It's a radical question.
Draw. Oh, dude. That's pretty good. That's
More
pretty
counter
good.
juice.
It doesn't matter. He's got you.
He's got me.
1, 2. You know what? Before I go to do anything else, I will go to combat. How much life you got? 21?
He's a 21.
2,
Anyone?
12, 8, 3, 6, 2.
So, look, let's do the math for the sake of it.
12, 14, plus 8.
Let's assume naturally that I have to block the 12.
Well, that's got menace, right? So you might be better off blocking the 8 and the... Oh, that's got trample. Well, look, here's the thing, right?
Block this and that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
The 8 and the 2.
The 2, 2, and the 8, because that can go bigger with flash.
It does gain trample.
Oh. Well, you can block the 3, 4.
Look, what's going to happen, right, is you're going to declare your blockers, right? And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Sake of
6,
argument,
7,
they're both
8,
blocking
9.
Kozilek.
Yep, sake for argument, they both block Kozilek. I will pay 9, and I will cast Artisan of Kozilek. When I cast a spell, I may return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. We found the one card that does it. But more importantly, it cascades. This gets +9. This gets +4. We keep going. And then it gets +2. So it gets 6, it gets +15. So it's 17. That's enough.
Alright, and then I gain 4 life, which will put me up to...
Well, I think
25,
it,
but
what
it
happens is it doesn't matter, but also I don't know if you...
25, 26, 27, 28. 30,
Yeah, you can, that does work. The life does work,
34,
but
36.
36, and you are getting
And
4.
you gain 4 to 25, so you do lose at -11.
Well played. Oh, well played,
Bam.
buddy. GG.
Well played.
Oh, you always had it though, man. Oh my gosh.
GG.
If it wasn't for the random flip for the colorless board wipe, you had the game there. Damn.
Yep.
Oh,
that board
my
wipe
gosh.
was necessary for me.
Yeah, that was hype though. Oh my gosh. Sliver Gravemother?
That was a game.
That was a game and a half, dude. That was a game and a
I
half.
drew nothing but lands for like the last like 7 or 8 turns of that game.
Every one of
Honestly.
these decks had some gas to it.
Oh yeah, like that was. I think I came out of the gate a little bit too strong.
That is possible. That is possible. You know what really made the game really weird? Flipping all those cards from the Commodore Guff Rewrites history. That was what. I don't remember what I hit with it, but we all hit something useful.
I hit Sandworm Convergence.
You hit the turn Ancient Stone Idol.
Oh yeah, hit the 12-12. That's right. And then start turning everyone's life total to nothing.
Yeah, and then I hit the Sandworm Convergence, which definitely.
That was crazy.
I got
Did
the
some-
Oath of Teferi, which just let me do my scry again.
Yeah. What did you get from it?
I forget what you got from that. What did you get from the Commodore Guff Rewrites
It was a
history?
red...
It was a
I
red
can't remember what it
sliver.
was, but it was a red sliver.
A little
Two
red
red
guy.
slivers. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
Menace
the
Sliver.
Menace.
Sliver, that's right.
The little
That
guy.
came in really useful late,
Yeah.
so.
Little fella. That was
Yeah,
little
little fella. Yeah, little
Good
fella.
old little fella.
Yeah. I love this deck though. This is
These decks are
awesome.
fun.
These
Yeah.
decks are fun. This deck felt like a deck I've actually already built. You know what I mean? I won't lie. Outside of all the new cards, it plays every card you would see in a colorless deck. So
Yeah.
I can imagine if that's the kind of deck somebody
we
wants.
play slower versions of them.
I mean, yeah, but like Brand Dynamo, Hedron Archive, like you don't have to play Mana Vaults, right? Those are still amazing cards in colorless. So Yeah.
Look, if I wanted one of these decks, could I go to vaultgames.com.au and pre-order them?
Yeah, you can pre-order them as a full bundle, but if you're watching this on release day, which is when this is going live, you can order these decks online right now at vaultgames.com.au. And the TCG singles, if you haven't pre-ordered them already, you can order them now for pickup today or shipping from today at tcgsingles.store. Use the discount code VGLive to get 5% off, or Leyline to get 10% off your first order.
Just
Oh,
know
that's
that if any TCG order that you order, I will be the one personally pulling it.
Yes.
I'll give them all a little kiss. Little kiss for
Please
you.
don't do that.
It'll be-
A spiritual kiss. A
Yeah.
Spiritual kiss.
Spiritual kiss,
No, it'll
not a
be-
physical kiss, because the oils on your skin.
No, it'll be over the sleeve.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll
No.
never kiss the actual card
No,
itself. That's kind of
it's after I seal it in a little bit of plastic, so I give it a little kiss.
Tender.
Yeah, loving almost.
Almost.
Not quite there.
Not quite
quite.
loving,
Not
alright.
quite
A
loving.
purely friendship kiss.
Don't get the
Yeah,
right idea.
Platonic.
Platonic
Yeah.
kiss.
I mean, it could be loving and platonic, but it's not loving. Don't get that confused.
Just went down.
Thank you all for having me for Hardcast.
Yeah,
I've
thanks,
learned a
Lachy.
lot.
And where
Thank you
can
for
they
coming
catch
along.
your stuff?
You can
man?
catch so much of my stuff if you're someone who listens to podcasts, watches them on YouTube, or subscribes to them on the podcast player of your choice. You can find my board game podcast, Board of Games, which features me and Jeff Setti. Search for that on whatever your platform is. And if you're into Australian wrestling especially, you can go ahead and follow Wrestle Radio Australia, where me, Todd Eastman, and Jeff Setti talk about all things around the world of wrestling. Also follow me on Twitter at Lachlan Albert, where you can catch me promoting all of that junk.
You mean
It's X now, right? It's X.
Twitter.com,
No, it's
but it's
not.
X.
Wrong.
No, it's not. It's still at Lachlan Albert. I'm sure of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Don't forget to click like on the video and subscribe, get the bell on to get notified every time a new video goes live here on the channel. We'll hopefully be back for a couple more episodes this season, and thanks so much for joining us so far. I can't wait to play more games with you. Stay safe. Wash your goddamn hands. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I've never washed my hands.